Hey, what's up, everybody? Happy Sunday. Uh, Forgot it was a holiday weekend. When I set the time and see Gary, and I think that see Gary said he thought it was later. He will be late. Yeah, I think I think it is supposed to be 3. Gary will have to remind me, but we did decide. I think it's supposed to be 3 Eastern, noon Pacific. I rolled it back a little bit today because I want to barbecue with my son here at some point. So, and last week, if you were here with us, we went 6 hours, and there wasn't a minute of downtime. It was a great stream, and it was a lot of fun. But yeah, it was it was a long one. That can't be today. Some weeks, yeah, sure. So let me see what's up here. What's up, ODD? That's Mac up in Portland. Any that want to shout out at Mac? What's up, Pull My Gig? How you been, man? Um, you're always welcome to come on here too. Pull My Gig. I think I've asked a few times, and it was funny because I ran across an old stream that was when I was testing for 10 people to have the re-release party for Tremaine Hayho Studios rideshare movie, and we needed 10 people so we could play a video. And I just ran across that video and it was unlisted, and I kept it unlisted. Or I made it public, but I kept put it back to unlisted. But it is in a community post of mine. If you guys want to find it, it's pretty funny. There's a lot of creators in there. It's Hannibal, Flex, me, Pedro, um, Pull My Gig was in there, Bud Soda, Gary Middleton, Arturo. It was a good fun crowd. So Gary, if you're listening, what's up? Tommy, what's up? And yeah, Tommy, we are sure aware of what's going on with Para. Tommy, if you want to join up, you can. We can. I can even talk to you about it. I mean, we're not trying to not tell people what's going on. So, but yeah, I mean, this happens from time to time too. I don't know if you're familiar with that. This one is a little bit longer than normal, but it's also not out everywhere. So when I actually said to David yesterday that it was, I was like, man, I think we have a catastrophic out, which is when the whole thing's out. And he was like, no, he's like, I've been talking to other markets, but yeah, I didn't talk to any yesterday that were up. David talked to a few, but if you want to join up, man, I'll drop a link here in just a few. Let's see. I've started seeing some order come through on Para just the last 15 minutes. Yeah, baby. Woo! Tommy, there's your answer. Yeah, you guys. So if it's a Para question, absolutely come on and ask. But also go check for an update too, because I know a letter didn't come out. One wasn't sent like sometimes it is that something's down, or usually those come out, guys, if something is planned to be down because of or it could be down because of an update, then they'll put that out there like, hey, you know, um, we're going to be doing an update here. I don't know. It's and it happened going into a weekend, just the whole thing. Thought it was corrected. I mean, it's just the behind the scenes of it, you know, is it's just a lot of work. It's not like he's not working as hard as he can. But Jeff, he's working as hard as he can when he's back there, and he's back there whenever something's wrong. Jeff's working, so it is being worked on. But again, Para's not the size of DoorDash. It's not the size of these companies. So you got to realize there's only a few people. Um, uh, yeah, that can um, can only do so much. But Mac, yeah, I'm glad you started seeing that back up. It is going back up in some markets too already. That I do know of some markets going back. I didn't know of any markets up yesterday, but David said a few were. So Freestyle, what's up, Freestyle? I never want to miss you again saying hi, because the last time I did, it was like I said hi to like 10 people and there were 11 in there and you were one of them and I forgot you. And ever since, I've always felt bad. Um, what's up, Tony? Yeah. Yeah, we were up too late. We did end up finding out, the way we're gonna do it, though, and so by next time, we'll even invite everybody, but it's a little different format. It's gonna be live audio only here forward. Even last night's was recorded both, but I'm only using the audio, but, yeah, stay tuned, and Tony, thanks for joining us, but, I tried out 4 different microphones last night. We were we were doing double streaming to Podbean and to another. It was just it was it was a kind of a mess. Um, Gary may have been on to something. Thought this. What are you talking about? Oh, is this comment coming in before the one I see from Gary below it? You maybe you saw. Well, no, that says this is 2:02 or 12:02 my time, and Gary says what 12:12. So I'm not sure what you were responding to here, Mac, because that was 10 minutes before Gary posted this. But to this, yes. In fact, here, let me just read you guys something. His comment was about, I thought, oh, how do you know? Gary. um, Hi Marissa, how are you? And what's up, Jerry does DoorDash? How's Michigan? Still awesome, of course. But here, let me read you guys. So okay. Hey, what's up, UDM? Uh, how you doing, man? Uh, by the way, I signed up using your link last. Oh, I sent it to you, but I signed up using UDM's link for deliver that yesterday. Haven't done it yet, but I signed up, so maybe him and I'll have something to chat about here in a few weeks. I'm gonna check it out, see what it's about. Um, what's up, DoorDash Red? How are you? Uh, so okay, so yesterday, while I was in touch with the para team, so obviously this is with Jimmy, and then and then my conversation with David was like at the same time. This is 1:51 p.m. my time, which is Mountain. So for all the so it was 3:51 p.m. Eastern time when this went out yesterday. I said, um, so I was in touch with we were communicating with both, and we were all doing doing other things, but um, Jimmy was basically Jimmy at Para was like, he said, "I'm still unclear if the new DoorDash update targets the ability to simply sync a Para user account with DD, or if it specifically targets the stars and unicorns the Para sometimes gestures." So I copied and pasted that over to David. And, and I also actually already replied to Jimmy that I was going to throw him under the bus on this one, so it's not like I'm doing it behind his back. Hey Xander, what's up? Um, how you doing? I haven't seen you in a while. You should join up too. But so okay, so I sent that over to David, copied it, pasted it over to David, texted him, and I was like, "Hey, you just said," because David and I had talked, and I was like, "You just said one thing, and then I had texted Jimmy like 25 minutes prior, and here's what he said." And David responded to me within under a minute and said, not to listen to Jimmy." So, I have not reached out to Jeff yet. I probably will do that today. I've really wanted to avoid bothering him, but I am up to date with the David version very well. Um, or the David version of what's going on, which is kind of the everybody version of what's going on. And then Jimmy's kind of on the more pessimistic side. He's kind of doing what I usually do as the driver advocate and try and be like, well, should you do that or should you do this or are you sure that's okay? But we'll see. Things are being fixed, so hang in there. I know some markets didn't even go down. Some markets went down the first time on what was it, Friday, Thursday, Friday, I think, and then they went back up, and then they never went down again. So I don't know. Um, let's see. Xander, did you just say I sound like Omer? Jesus. Really? Let me drink some water. Is that better? Don't say it. Yeah, I can't sound like Omer. Um, yeah, since Friday. So Tommy, right? When you said Friday's when it first went down, and actually maybe you didn't even know, maybe you did, but Friday, yeah. See, now you say maybe Thursday. I'm not. Yeah, I'm thinking actually it was Thursday afternoon because Friday there was a patch, and I feel like that took about 20 hours, so it had to be Thursday at some point. And then it started glitching in at least places. And then Friday there was a patch, and actually the patch fixed about 20 to 30% of the markets, and they never went down yesterday. So now there's a bigger scenario that there's more of a complete patch being done. So I don't know. The problem was discovered. I don't know if it's been solved or not. Unfortunately, Gary's only chatting. He's not here yet. So, and it's so hard to sit there and type things that I wouldn't respond to before he typed the next thing. And um, yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna put this link up because again, Gary, sorry about that, dude. I forgot it was the holiday weekend. I knew that we were doing 3 p.m. Eastern, noon Pacific today, but it was but I rolled it back to 12 Mountain, and I don't think I ever told you, but I did it about 4 days ago because I want to barbecue with my son, and yeah, so there he is. Can't hear you.
All right, what about now?
I can hear you now.
Okay. Yeah, I was just waiting for you to get all your whatever out and you was ready for people to join before I interrupted you.
I whatever out.
Yeah, you're whatever out. That's the best way I can explain it. Well, like, I didn't want to interrupt you like mid conversation. You trying to explain stuff.
Oh, I don't. Yeah. Today I was actually just, it's the thing is, man, it's so weird. It's always so nice here on this weekend, and I mean, like, Colorado, Denver, Boulder sees 300 days of sun a year plus. Like we're one of the sunniest cities on in the country. Doesn't mean it's not cold some days. It can be 11 degrees and sunny, but
Right.
we do get a ton of sun. Um, but this whole weekend's been crap, dude. It's just like this groggy weekend, man. I bought some burgers and some stuff to cook up for my son and and I just haven't had the desire. It's just bleak. You know? It shouldn't matter, I know, but it does. Because of the
Yeah.
pandemic and everything else, man, it's just like, I don't need any more bleakness.
Yeah. I was gonna go buy me like I went out like I don't know, I went out yesterday and I was gonna buy a new TV for my bedroom. I was like, you know what? I very rarely watch TV in my bedroom. So I couldn't talk myself into spending money for it. And then I was like, well, let me go look at smokers. I was like, I'll buy me a new smoker or something. I, I don't know. I did. I'm like you. I just didn't feel like doing anything. So I was like, nah. Because if I buy a smoker, I got to put it together. Then I got to smoke something. It's just a lot of work.
Actually, though, smokers are pretty damn cool in terms of not having to do a lot of work. It's just a lot of time.
Well, no, I mean, if you buy a brand new one, you have to put it together. I mean, they don't come
Oh,
put together.
jeez, I didn't know you meant that part.
Yeah, like buy it.
I
Like I
thought
don't
you meant
have
the
one
work
here.
that goes into it. Like my cousin has a smoker at his marina where when we go to Michigan, he'll go home to Michigan. Like he's always, a whole ordeal thing, but it's already put together. I mean, like he already put it together. I'm just saying
Yeah, it's
the
already
smoker
done.
itself it doesn't require you to stand there and cook the whole time kind of
Right.
thing. It's
Right.
very it just takes a long time.
Yeah. Now, so I'd have to buy one. I'd have to put it together. Then I'd have to burn it off, and then I got to prep some type of meat to smoke on it, and then I got to smoke it. And like by the time I'm done with it, I'd be too tired. But yeah, I was thinking, I was sitting down eating some Chinese, which
Hey guys,
depend. Go ahead.
I just switched over my wireless to the
Oh, is that what you
5.
was cutting out?
Yeah, well, you were on my end, so it always makes me see. I don't know, man. Like it's funny when I see you cut out on Streamyard and you're glitchy, and if I look and I'm like, maybe it is my connection because there's those times, and I am back in
Right.
the room where the connection isn't always the best, um, but then like you're seeing me glitch, and then Streamyard takes extra processing time, and then it is glitchy, and it's so hard to tell what's really going on. You know,
Well, I figured it was you because you froze, and I'm hardwired in, so on a 2G
right? But you
connection.
froze on my end.
Right. So that means it's you.
Yeah, it should just give there should be, like, a little somewhat of an alert or
It
something in
should it
here.
should be like it should be like the gig apps whenever you got a low signal, it gives you that banner says your signal's low or weak signal or something. Your
Weak
signal
stream.
sucks.
It just drops a banner down that says weak stream. Um, but yeah, so I don't know, man. You know, Para's down. Everybody's been asking me. And
Well,
Gary, I mean, I
right.
got so many things going on. Like I've always helped Para in the times when there were a lot of things for me to do, but I got my own 100 million projects going on. So
Well,
it's
that's
like,
what I was telling you on like Thursday. We talked about this briefly. Like I noticed it on Wednesday because I've been trying to do the iOS version of DUH,
yep,
and I noticed that on Wednesday night, DoorDash rolled out a new because like I've had a beta version on my iOS phone for I don't know a month now, maybe 2 months. Wednesday night it quit working, and so whenever I got back behind the scenes of my code, I noticed that DoorDash implemented a new security protocol on their end,
right.
which screwed up my whole beta version. And then shortly after,
And then third and right now
their
now I've got the timeline down. So then
yeah,
Thursday, I think I'm not sure if it was just immediately from Thursday morning, but sometime mid morning, like 10 a.m. ish my time was when I first, and that might have even just been when I was first kind of jumping on the internet, other than emails. And so I don't know, maybe, but that's when I first heard like, hey, Para's down. And then it was the next day though, it was up with a fix, and a lot of people, a lot who I'd been talking to, yes, it's down, it's down. I I always reconnect with them, and I reconnect, and they're like, yeah, no, it's back up, it's working, it's working, it's working. And then it went, and then some people either didn't come back up, and then some people recrashed, but some people never went down. So I don't know what's
well, it was weird because like I noticed it Wednesday night on my iOS, and then of course Thursday DoorDash did two updates, and
it.
I know after the first update some people were working again, and then the second update people stopped working
Hey, Gary.
again.
that
Yeah,
goes,
I see what Max
yeah,
said.
but that goes for me too, man.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing. I was just
Like
about
just
to roll
Max,
this out.
Max just, I think I've even told you before, Max, like you've talked to him on here, but Max, good friend too. Like he's,
Well, that's the thing. I was about to roll out the iOS version to some beta testers, and that's what I was doing with it on Wednesday, Thursday. Is I was just double checking everything,
okay.
and
So
then like it's just stopped working on Wednesday night for me.
see, well, okay, here, look. So Jerry, you're in Michigan, I know. Michigan rules. But I see that it was 2 o'clock on Thursday that it stopped working. Were you working before that and it was working and it stopped? Because this is what I'm trying to figure out. Because what your comment would actually make sense. Maybe it was noon my time when I first heard it, kind of thing, and maybe that is when it stopped. So, because I didn't hear anything or get any emails Wednesday night about it being down, so I don't know what happened to your stuff, your beta,
Well, mine connects in a similar way to Para, but not exactly the same way to Para. And
right?
so and so that's probably why mine went down first, and then theirs went down the next day. Because mine does it real time. It doesn't do it like Para runs like every 5-7 seconds or something, to where mine does it real time and doesn't have to run every 5 or 7 seconds.
Right.
And so, like I said, I know it's been wonky ever since Wednesday night.
Right.
Because Wednesday night I sent it out to one other iOS user, and they had it for about an hour, and they're like, "Hey, it's not working anymore."
So it was for Jerry in Michigan. It was working up till 2 p.m. Eastern Thursday. So
Yeah.
now the timeline's totally making sense to me. Okay, so around
Which would
noon,
make sense because DoorDash doesn't do a mass drop when they do updates. They do a rolling update across the country, so everybody's going to see it at different times.
right? Yeah. Um. Yeah. I mean, yeah, because it was Friday. It was fixed to a lot of people because a lot of the people I was hearing from, I was hearing back from, and normally, they would never. They don't take the time to hit me back until it's working again. They're like, I already told you once. Shut up. Like, all right. Thanks for being nice.
Yeah, and like I said, and some markets probably still don't even have it now, because like Uber, they don't roll out everything to the same market. Different markets have different things.
Yeah.
Like California, they don't see the restaurant name, but I've always seen the restaurant name. Even like I don't have to accept 3 out of 10 or anything. I see all the information up front.
I
Yeah,
don't
it's
know.
just down for DoorDash as far as I know.
Right. I mean, yeah, the UE and the Uber, yeah, that shouldn't be. Um,
And I'm sure they'll get it back up shortly. It just takes time. I mean, you got to figure out what's changed, how to implement new fixes on your side. It could be something that they might have to update the app, or it might be something that they have to do on the back end server, or it might be both. I mean, it's expected whenever you're doing this type of stuff.
yeah.
I mean,
Right.
it's just like my apps,
It's just
even my
it's just a
Android
little
apps.
bit longer than normal.
Yeah.
But I mean, but again, dude, immediately, as soon as it went down at like what he's saying now, 2 Eastern, I started getting emails like 20 minutes later. So people aren't patient. Sometimes, like, guys just realize when it's down, give it like an hour or two, it might come right back, even just, you know. But I mean, yeah, I mean, until it's been down, it's like a missing kid. Until it's been down for 24 hours.
Well, I mean, not on that, but I mean, one thing about developers, and this is every developer I know. The moment something goes down and we're alerted to it, we typically work around the clock to try and solve that issue. It's not like we're doing like
Yeah,
eight to
that's what I was
five,
trying to
and
say.
yeah, I mean,
Like
we're
Jeff
typically
work,
2-3 hours
you
with
know
sleep.
Jeff.
Yeah,
Jeff works all the time anyway. He actually doesn't like to do things like speak live or do any live streams, but he's always working.
Right.
If when this kind of thing happens, he's working all the time. That's all he does. So, but Tommy, yeah, actually, that's weird you say that because David told me Atlanta was up. And when I was saying, no, I think they're all down. And he was like, no, it's like 30% up. But that's good to know.
Yeah, yeah. If you want to let me borrow your Tesla for like a month,
Borrow it,
yeah,
give it to him.
yeah. I mean, yeah, you can give me your
You know,
Tesla.
if you buy Gary a Tesla, he will do this for you.
I will, I will, and I'll give you maximum for free.
Oh man. Should start a GoFundMe for Gary's Tesla.
Yeah, I really want one.
GoFundMe. Why? Because I really want one.
Yeah, why not? I mean, people do all that other kind of stuff. I'm not cute enough to have an OnlyFans.
Uh-oh, wait. He said deal.
Yeah, see, I
Deal to
deliver
which
my Tesla.
to my deal or to
Yeah,
Gary's only wanting 1 month? My deal was you gotta buy him one.
yeah. Like Steve's my negotiator.
Yeah, see? Look
I
at
will Tesla.
how's that gonna help?
Yeah, how's that
That's
gonna
like
help?
Uber autonomous.
Yeah.
That's like what they use.
Hey, Truth.
Drive with those. Hey,
Hey,
what's up,
Jim.
Drew? What's up, Jim Jones? Jim Jones. Um,
Portland, Oregon. Yeah, are you in Portland? I'm not in Portland.
are you? Yeah,
Why? You
Brian.
hear gunshots? Is that
Brian,
why?
you're in Portland. You're saying?
Uh-oh.
Mac in this live stream, or ODD professionals is he's from Portland too. So you guys are in the same market. No, I'm in Denver, and Gary bounces between two markets. So
But I'm currently in Oklahoma.
yeah. Hey man,
Breakfast tacos. It's lunchtime.
well, I was trying to go to my notes. I actually get a couple notes, but one thing I wanted to I brought this up on the radio show, and I want to hear what everybody else thinks is that there was a study done about this and this I know this is for rideshare, but even if you don't do rideshare, you'll be able to get in on this easy. Um, so both now allow tipping through the app. They have for years. Both have a rating system, and they're both the same. However, Uber and Lyft do them in different orders. Uber has you or Lyft has you tip the driver, then rate the driver, and Uber has you rate the driver, then tip the driver. Did I just get that backwards?
Well, I don't know, but Uber
I'm
from
gonna look. I'm
the
looking
moment I
right now.
booked the ride.
I have it on my website. Well, there's a reason why the study was done, though. The study was done to find out who gets better ratings and tips overall.
Well, I know with Uber though, the moment that I book my ride and like I'm picked up and everything, it starts asking me to tip the driver.
Right. Well, but at the end too, it's got a flow. This is just. I mean, this came out
Yeah,
yesterday.
at the end of the Uber ride, I know you get that big drop down banner that says "Rate your driver."
Yeah. Why isn't it coming up? Okay, there it is. All right, so because overwhelmingly the test found that one way was getting drivers better tips and actually better ratings, and obviously this test was done over time in multi markets, and God, I think the hamster died from my internet. Go replace that thing. Come on, dude. Where is it? Okay, rate your tip first. Here we go. All right. So, okay. Here it is.
Yeah, truth. Every market's oversaturated.
Okay, so many apps such as Uber and Lyft ask customers to both rate and tip the service professionals. Interestingly, although Uber and Lyft apps allow riders to both tip and rate the drivers on the platform, the design of each app is different. While Lyft asks riders to tip before they rate the drivers, Uber prompts riders to rate the driver before tipping. How does this order affect uh, the better tip payout, according to this study? How would you think, anyway?
I would think that the ones that asked to tip first would probably get more tips.
So the you're going with the Uber prompts riders to you're going with Lyft
Yes.
that ask riders to tip before they rate the driver. Okay, so this found that the research team investigated whether, how, why, and when the order of rating and tipping affects both consumer behaviors. A survey in the study finds that consumers are and service professionals intuitively believe that soliciting ratings first should lead to larger tipping amounts. Um, so they think that getting the rating first is going to have you leave the bigger tip.
Why?
I think well, I mean, I guess I mean, I don't know, man. That's why I found it interesting because I had never really thought about it before, you know. And again, it's not for Uber Eats or any of that. This is just for rideshare.
Right.
But like, you know, I mean, if I'm trying to play it, I've played it through in my head a bunch, so I'm trying not to. I'm trying to make it. Look at I did that hands free.
Yeah. So I would have to say it's tip before ratings because, uh, and I mean, see, here's the thing though. They could be going off of that because they might be saying Uber because the moment that you're picked up from the Uber, it already starts asking you to tip the driver.
So this is weird too. So it's this the study that I'm getting the results from is forthcoming in the Journal of Marketing, and and the title of it's going to be "Order Matters: Rating Service Professionals First Reduces Tipping Amount."
What? Wait. So they say if they rate first, you get higher tips.
Well,
But
that's just what the name of the article is going to be, which is the exact opposite of what they just
right.
said. Nice study, guys.
No, I would definitely say if you ask them the tip first.
Well, there was something to that anyway. I saw like one sentence about um one okay, so here was the additional one point they did say oh wait, so um yeah, so it said that additional studies also find that tipping a service professional first does not seem to influence the ratings that the consumer would provide. Like that maybe the other way there had an effect too, like, you know, so they're saying, you know, if they're saying that
But you're saying that tipping after affects the rating compared to tipping before.
yeah, what the hell is up with this survey, dude?
Okay, did you read this before you decided
I
to bring it
actually
to the
did,
channel?
man, but now it's like I don't it's from it's from the AAAS. It's associate. I mean, it's the American Marketing Association. It's it's not, there's no graphics. This isn't like these are one of the sites I go to, man, that, like it's just a lot of reading and stuff. But this one, I guess the person just didn't know how to write. Because now I don't. The weird thing is now I don't even know what the what they found in this study.
Now you don't even know what the study was about.
No, that they're clear on.
Ah, that's funny.
I mean, because here, like they're saying the research. So the research was from the um, uh, researchers from City University of Hong Kong, University of Minnesota, and University of Illinois Champaign published the paper in the Journal of Marketing that finds that that requests customers to rate service professionals first can lead to larger tips. Dude, this thing is killing me. They're all over the map.
Uh, Jim, I think you're exactly correct on this as well. I think the more that we, people become seasoned, they can care less. I can care less what my rating is. I want the money.
Yeah. First of all, just take away the damn rating for one.
Yeah. Well,
I
I
mean,
mean, ratings are like they're for new people
it's
or
still
or
just
or
take it
people
away,
that
dude.
obsess of it. Like I remember Kim posted something on her channel about one of her ratings, and I told her, I said, just don't look at that page, and the problem solved. It was a violation. Violation is what it was.
Right, but I don't know, even for the newbies, as a super veteran Uber and Lyft driver, I can say that, there's no need for it, because if when the passenger's done with the ride, they had an option of, you know, you got where you're going, not even like how the ride, nothing, just you arrived, right? And then the
Right.
other option was, or do you need an assistance call right now, immediately? Because I think that kind of wording would make it be like, only touch this in like a 911 scenario, moron. And therefore you're getting your rating. Because if they need to touch that, then there was a problem with the ride.
Yeah. I'd say I don't get the point of the ratings either. I mean, now I do like the ratings of the customer because like I'll decline a customer for a low rating.
Yeah, I mean, see, and this is the what it is. I mean, the only thing the ratings does is allow people to call in and get a free ride, because they'll never argue with a customer.
No, that's how
They're
they
just gonna
make
be
their
like, you get a
money.
free ride. At least, if the company wants to do that, which is just ridiculous, first of all. You should have to, again, I've always we've talked about this, but I've always thought you need to record. This needs to be recorded. You need to, if you want to make a complaint and get a free ride, okay, we're going to record this for your account, though, because I think that kind of wording is just like, well, I don't want to be recorded. Like, okay, well, then you must not need the free ride that bad, and it must not have been that bad.
Well, I mean, they could just do kind of like a thumbs up, thumbs down. How good was your ride? But don't hold it against the driver.
Yeah, but you'd just have a lot of morons. I mean, in my experience, you'd have a lot of morons, like, drunk people, and a girlfriend sits up front with me, and the guy who ordered the car is in the back, and they're all hammered, and it's like a 20-minute ride, and I'm just being friendly, but he's too drunk to speak. And so his girlfriend's giggling. He's gonna give me a thumbs down just because he's like, I don't like you talking to my girlfriend. I'll be like, I don't like you being drunk and not being able to speak
Well,
to your
that's what I'm
girlfriend
saying.
yourself, you moron.
Like they could do it. Just if it's thumbed down, give them multiple reasons that they have to choose from. You know, but don't hold it against the driver. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but everybody would thumbs down, and then what does
But
that
well,
do
who
for
who
him?
cares? I mean,
I guess my point is, like, what? Just take it,
it
just take it out of the mix, though.
well they could just do it just to make the passengers feel like something's being worked on. I guess kind of like the DoorDash decline reason. They don't
Well,
look at none of that.
so why isn't it just? Why isn't it just? Remember the old? remember the old like horribly GIF animated 3-stage coming soon construction guy?
Yeah.
Why can't it just be rating system and then that graphic?
Coming soon.
Or like put a date out like along with their autonomous.
Hey, driver sensei.
You know, like coming in July 2025 with a full autonomous.
Full of thumbs down autonomous. What happened? Driver wasn't chatty.
What's up, Sensei? How are you?
Have you talked to Hannibal? Is he feeling better yet?
Yeah, he's feeling better. Oh, I did ask Joe. Hopefully he gave, I'm looking up something here because hopefully he gave me, because he said it was okay, but hopefully I'm all good to do this. But I know like with Tremaine, I'm whatever it is. What was it, whiteboarded, Gary? I don't even remember what we keep talking about it, but I don't even remember what it's supposed to be called.
What, waterboarding?
No, like how I was allowed to like play his movie on YouTube without getting a strike because he whitelisted or whiteboarded or
yeah, I don't know.
okay. But
I mean, I see like full movies being played all the time on YouTube. Like I can look up movies right now.
Right, but that is, I mean, you can get in a lot of crap for that.
I mean, you can.
I mean, most people do. Let me say that. You can't just really do that. Because that's a strike. That's not a warning. That's not a this can't be monetized. That's a strike. You can go get clips from movies. This is what I've been learning about from people is that you can go get clips from movies from all kinds of places, you know, like that are allowed to like let you show any, but otherwise, even to capture like a second or two of a movie, that's not really okay. But you can go get clips from the right places, and it is okay.
Yeah, and I just put the StreamYard link if anyone wants to join.
Right. So, oh wait, this is okay.
If not, you get me and Steve.
Yeah, we're gonna share a video here. So that Facebook is waterboarding Steve. Yeah, because I'm not even on Facebook, dude. That was crap. That is crap.
What they do this time?
They dude, I'm not even kidding. They took away my use of emojis temporarily.
You was using too many emojis. What?
Dude, I don't know. Here's what it says. It's so stupid. Okay, look. Wait, let me see if I can I'll just send it over to the computer. But I mean, honestly, dude, like I used to be very heavily on Facebook, very much. And I really am not anymore, like at all. But like I haven't been in like the last 10 years too much, but I still had a ton of contacts from the bar industry, music industry. So it's like if I, immediately I've still got this whole thing, but I just really I started hating Facebook to the point I'm just back for reasons of trying to promote this thing because my friends I stay in touch with through other ways.
I don't like social media at all. Like,
but
Facebook,
okay,
Twitter, I don't care for either one.
First, I'm going to share this, which is the my violation. You guys are gonna like this, man. This is stupid. Okay. Here we go.
I don't think I've ever seen that feature.
I hadn't either, dude. And I honestly, I got to tell you, I don't even know what I did.
Was you going around liking or? laughing or whatever
No, I
in the
think
comments?
dude, I always slam Facebook on Facebook. I'm always like, Facebook is shit or something, it's and then I'll put like pile of poop, so they're probably like, enough out of you.
They're tired of you shit using the shit emoji
Because I reposted that thing about poke too. Did I tell you about this or
about poke.
okay, yeah, the poke, remember the poke
Oh yeah,
feature?
the poke feature. Yeah, I remember you saying something about it in one of the
I'm gonna
streams.
see if I can grab that because that was pretty funny,
Well,
man.
I have you on my Facebook. Do you? Let me see.
Yeah, so I shared it because it was from 11 years ago, guys. Remember, if
Yeah.
you remember the poke
No,
feature on
no.
Facebook, Gary's gonna share the post if he can here in a
Okay, yeah, right here. It's let me share. No, no, not slides. Share screen. Share screen. Um, why is it not showing my screen? You want to make sure that browser. Let's see. Share screen.
So it's funny you say this, Sensei, because so one of my like closest girlfriends commented on this too, like um she's like, you used to poke me all the time, like about how like we used to do that back and forth, but uh yeah, I don't know if that's the whole thing, Gary. That
Do
might
you see
just
that? Is that the one you was talking about right there?
yeah, I can't read it.
It's
It's
I can't load it up. That's Facebook.
yeah, it's probably it.
It says
Okay.
poke on Facebook is a strange. It's like you're too lazy to call. Acceptable these days sometimes. Too lazy to text. You are on Facebook and too lazy to type an email or wall post. But you are unable, or but you are able to navigate to the person's page you are thinking of. Locate the poke button. Push it in the worst part push it. The worst part of all is it is I'm confused because if you were to put me in real life, it would be a case by case basis on how I'd react.
But here's my thing. I put that up in one if you look at one of my buddies' replies, like there's a couple replies from a friend of mine, Becky, but there was one because I just did this the other day and I haven't been back
It says
on.
you were the poking king,
Yeah.
or you were always poking me back then, is what it says.
Right. No, but there's
Yeah,
one from one of my friends, Jason. Um,
no poke became tender.
yeah, and dude, it did. If you think about it, man, when they took Poke away is when Tinder launched.
That's funny.
So it's like Poke was like, "Hey, what you doing?" It was like it was Netflix and chill before Netflix and chill. Just that simple act of like poking a friend, like, "Hey, what
Now
what
they
you
have
doing?"
the dating feature or whatever it's called in Facebook now, like Facebook dating or
Well, isn't Tinder Facebook's?
me and a girl was on a record poking spree. I think we're up 500 pokes. Somebody gets pregnant at that point.
Yeah. See, Sensei, you know what I'm talking about, man. That feature had there was no reality to that feature. That was like us bar people. Like that was like a late night feature. Like, hey, poke you.
Poke. That was a booty call
What are
feature.
you doing? You know.
It's 2 a.m. Are you awake?
No, but I mean, like even like I mean, through many of those years I was married. Like oddly, I would do that to my ex-wife now. Like I would, if she was still up, like poke. Oh man, it's just
What kind of wheel, Sensei?
a wheel created.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm thinking he means his little wheel that he does on his live streams. Like, have you watched one of his live streams?
Who? Driver Sensei?
Driver Sensei.
Yeah, dude.
Like,
I'm a supporter of his on Patreon.
well, I know, but
Y'all should support me and Sensei on Patreon because we're doing cool things over there, man. We're in the lab.
you wasn't there the last live stream. I tell you that because I was there.
No, I wasn't. I was there the one before though, and dude, honestly, I called in and he was doing a like anybody can call in and use any kind of voice you want.
Yeah, he does the guess.
Yeah.
Guess who it is,
dude. I thought I had it down pretty good, and like Roxon got me in like 2 seconds. He's like, Steve Rodeo. I'm like, punk. So I don't know. What is the? Oh, I see. Like a spin raffle wheel. I see.
What you mean? Like people just come to your website and click it and see if they win something?
Well, I think he's asking if you could create one.
That's not what he asked. He goes, "Where can I get a wheel created?"
Probably at like Goodwill.
Goodwill.
You can go and find just some old spinner or something. Actually, that's probably like a better idea with like the set with the background you have and like your setup, Sensei, would be to be like to go find some old like wheels. It's like
well, I think what he's asking is how can he put one on his website so that people can come there and click it and see if they win something, I guess.
Okay.
I don't know. He could just join the live stream instead of us waiting on him to, chat back.
Oh, you're right, because he says I want to add one similar to my live stream to my website. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I've seen I don't know if you know that Arturo uses one of those sometimes. Arturo has an app that does that.
But he wants it on his website.
Okay, but maybe he could just
you can't put an app on your website.
But maybe he could figure out something else. Look at this thing and figure out something else. Yeah, I want to be okay. Let's see. Yeah, I want to be able to set odds.
Yeah, I know what he's talking about. It's probably
Me
going
too.
to be.
It's called cooking the books.
House always wins.
I want to be able to set the odds and the outcomes.
Yeah, I mean, first I would have to know how's your website made. I mean, is it made with like HTML, CSS, PHP, or is it a website builder or? Because I know you can do some JavaScript wheels, things like that.
What is this shortstack.com that Mac put up?
Oh, so it's like I don't know what ShortStack is. It's probably a website builder.
Oh, I thought it was going to be a pancake maker.
Let's see. Oh, ShortStack right here. It says spin the rails. If you match 3 pancakes, okay, I guess that's a website you can go to get stuff done, I guess. Yeah, create online contests, hashtags, giveaways, landing pages, websites, and emails. But I think if we do, here we go. We'll do it like this. See, if you Google Driver Sensei, since you're using WordPress, Google WordPress spinning wheel plugin and see if that gets you what you want. And then you should just be able to download it directly to your WordPress. Like I see, like one's called WordPress Lucky Spin. You'd have to go through them to see if it meets your needs, but
so he says but then wait got it
right. Yeah. No, like I said, yeah, WordPress is like it has a whole bunch of plugins for it. Typically, or you can go to your WordPress admin site itself and go to plugins and do stuff like search there for plugins. And yeah, if you don't find something that meets your specific needs, just reach out to me by email or something, and then I'll help you find it. Or we can make Mac do it. I mean, worst case scenario, we can make one using CSS and JavaScript. Oh,
Oh,
by the
dude,
way,
now it's starting to rain.
is it? Dang, you get some terrible weather. Driver Sensei, you should put all your Google ads at the top of your screen, so that way they'll be seen first, and you'll get credit for them on your website.
Yeah, that's pretty random about losing my emojis, right?
I've never seen that one, actually.
I wanted to try and see if like I could go somewhere else and copy emojis
Yeah.
and like then
Well,
paste them in
I don't
there though.
know because it's the same thing. Are you still blocked right now?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just for
then
that though. I can do anything else. I can write sentences. I just can't use emojis.
you abuse the emojis, man. They should they should just like block these certain emojis that you use. Like you can
Start
use it.
charging me for them.
Yeah.
That's 39 cents per time, buddy. What? I just didn't. I mean, honestly, man, I had never even heard of it.
Like they're gonna block Steve from using the eggplant emoji.
I think it's just because I crap on him all the time. Hey, wait, how many of the lotto ticket numbers hit? 0.
Zero, not a single one.
Okay, that
We
honestly
suck.
makes me want to think that I'm going to play him again.
Yeah, yeah. Did
Dude,
you get
for
a
them,
ticket? Did you get a ticket?
no, but
Oh yeah. See, I actually got my ticket.
I'm actually going to get one though, because I feel like how could one not hit the next time at very least? I think until it hits at least
Not
one number,
not
we
a
keep
single
doing
one.
it. $2?
He says we keep doing. I'm the only one who did it.
Okay, well maybe that. Okay, well I'll go do it. But it's every 2 weeks though, right?
No, it's every Monday, right?
What's that?
Steve, you owe me a refund. What do you owe
For
me a
what?
refund for?
For
For the
what?
lotto ticket?
For
For the
not
bad lotto
getting
ticket?
the lotto ticket I was going to buy myself. Like, fuck. Tony, you owe me a refund. Hey.
Jim said he hit 3 plus the Powerball, or he has, not with the numbers we just picked.
Yeah, because we did the nationwide one, and it didn't matter where you were; none of them hit.
Yeah, none of them hit.
Oh, you're saying just in the past? Okay. Just what is 3 plus? Does 3 plus Powerball get you anything?
It got him $17.
Dude, I'd be mad if that was the case. You might as well just play a scratch ticket at that point.
Well, that's what's funny is like we got the Powerball. Like I had a $20 bill, so we went in. We got the $3 Powerball, and then we got the rest in scratchers, and won $20.
Oh wait, this is what I had ready because we all need to stop Uber Pool. And Joe did the best video on this a long time ago. I texted with him earlier. He's okay with this being played. So this is a PSA from Joe. And I want everybody to pay very, very, very close attention because it's life or death out there, guys.
Oh, hello there. Are you an Uber driver? Is it pretty tough out there? Flat surge got you down? Well, guess what? It's going to get a whole lot tougher pretty soon when Uber
No, don't.
reinstates Uber Pool and Lyft brings back Lyft Line. So don't be a fool. Don't take Uber Pool. So we still have the power here, and only you can prevent Uber Pool. So that just say no to Uber Pool. I don't know how this is your brain. This is your brain on Uber Pool. Where is it? Um,
What?
bunch,
Mountain Dew
questions.
as it is.
Anyways, so Uber Pool is going to be coming back, and it's where they match you up with even more self entitled douchebag passengers that most likely just want to kill you and rob you out there. So, uh, however, is it safer? Do I really should I really hate Uber Pool? Yeah. Okay. Well. Anyway. Yeah. Is it the safety thing though? That's interesting. If you're gonna kill somebody, if you're say you're a serial killer, let's get that out of the way. Never been a better time. Thank you, Uber. Thanks to Uber. I don't know. Thanks to Uber, but due to Uber. If you're a serial killer, and let's say you watched you the Zodiac movie one too many times, and all right, so you can do your killing spree. I guess, yeah. You Uber pool would be the cheaper option and more efficient. However, if you're just gonna like, if you're like a part-time serial killer, then you're not interested. Like, we're not talking mass murderer, but just the murderer part. Then probably safer not to. Uh, okay, that maybe different discussion. Um, but if you are a hardworking, disciplined, dedicated rideshare driver out there, don't let's say no to Uber Pool. It's just gonna. It's tough to.
There's your link saying your internet sucks.
I mean, if you're waiting like 20 or 30 minutes for a ride, and then like an Uber Pool comes in, and all right. Well, anyways, I say no. I'm gonna say no to it until I get really desperate, which is most times. I don't know. Maybe the message is drive now while you still can, because when Uber Pool gets back in, that's yeah. I mean, if you think about it, it makes it like it's supply and demand. It is right now surge in the good markets. Uh, I met an Uber driver like a month ago that was pulling in like $3,000 a week driving San Francisco Uber X in a used Prius, and that was pretty amazing. 3,000 a week. So the app is less efficient without Uber Pool for the customer, but that kind of works out to a good thing for drivers, because if it's less efficient, there's more rides going around. So if one driver can do the job of three drivers, then it's going to be, yeah, they don't need as many drivers to come back to the system. So that's what it comes down to. Yeah. So if we take an Uber pool is like, um, yeah, it's helping Uber corporate out there. So and you're getting paid less for it. So um yeah, do the math on it and don't do the pool. Anyways, good luck out there. Take take care. Don't call that number.
Don't call that number. I don't know how I haven't had him make me a Maximo ad yet. You know, so good.
Just make sure if you ever do, don't give them any input. Just let them free.
100%.
Otherwise, you're not going to get full blown Joe.
Right.
So yeah, you need to check this out though. So dude, it was like I said, it was just kind of like we get 4 seasons in a day here all the time. It's been 80s and all this and that and the other, and then the last few days been crappy, turned to rain, and now let's see if I can get this. It was going a lot harder too when I shot the video a little late, but maybe it'll pick back up. But it's definitely affecting my life right now.
Are you in a garage?
No. But thanks for saying.
Well, no, I mean, I noticed that whenever you do your like 13 minutes of news, it's a different camera angle. It looks like you're in an office.
That's still this room. I have the camera here.
Oh, okay.
Aimed that way. Like, look, if there's see the fireplace? Well, do you see that that's a fireplace?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, the TV, and then so this is actually my room. It's just in the back of the house.
It's weird, like those windows, like if you see those windows anywhere else, it looks like it's a basement window behind you.
Right. No, she just built this room on extra. There's actually this has a 2-car garage, but it has we got a lot of stuff stored out there, man, and it's got a lot of spiders, man.
Well,
big ones.
Call Roy, he'll come get them for you.
No, dude. I mean, like my son is afraid of. I'm not really afraid of spiders. I've dealt with them a lot. There's a lot out here. I mean, you can't really. When you live somewhere that it's like when you live in Arizona, you're like, oh, scorpion, and you like squash it with your hand. The rest of us are like, whoa, dude, settle down. It's like here, I'm like to a black widow, I just pop it or snap it. Like
fly spiders. They work well on everything.
Yeah. So hey, but look at this. So this is just happening right here, right now. Hopefully it'll load in. If it doesn't, stupid. Oh, I hate this. It won't have sound, but at least I can do it this way. Video. Okay. Here we go.
Is that your outside camera?
Yeah, that's just me looking out my window just a few minutes ago. But that's hail. That was a lot bigger. It was coming down like half golf ball size. So again, it was 80 and sunny without a cloud in the sky for 2 weeks. And this is just Colorado, man.
So what's in the planters over the weed?
I don't. No. So I don't. Here, dude. You know what? I've lived in this house so long. So those are 4 3x3s. And so we do 3 different vegetables, my son and I, every summer. But every summer, man, I've planted in May or whatever, and then exactly what's happening today happens. It hails, but it hails harder, and it kills all the seedlings. So I literally, like, my neighbor has a catering thing, and she'll still plant as long as it's not going to freeze, but she puts buckets over. I don't have enough buckets to even do that. But like, so I just now wait till like June. I've just learned it's weird, I'm from Michigan. Like, you can usually plant end of April, beginning of May. But
I don't plan anything. I find it easier just to run down to Walmart.
yeah. Well, but there's something nice about like even the uh like I have a friend who's amazingly into aquaponics, and he taught me how, and I actually built a small system for the house of aquaponics with him. He's a genius. And so now I know how to do this, like a very simple one. But they're sweet, dude, because you can always get everything, like all of your herbs and everything. They run for like nothing. They run on fish poop.
Fish.
It's like,
Nemo taking
I
a
mean, that's
dump.
that's the protein, in the system.
People actually use those.
Oh yeah, dude. He actually, so my buddy is I used to bartend with him for a long time. We used to call him scientist, and because he's a scientist. But it was a
Imagine
bartender
that.
too. But he actually works for which one is it? It's one of the it's one of the bigger dispensaries, like the ones that are all over, but he has a very big position. So he works for Green Solution or something, like one of the biggest ones out here. But he works in development of aquaponics. So he has like a whole warehouse where they're really not selling any of the product from, but where
Right.
he has like he has a small team that works for him with just aquaponics, and he's trying to, like, advance that technology, because I will say one thing, dude, it's way 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 cheaper. It costs nothing to run aquaponics. So I mean,
How much do you grow with it though?
I have a picture here. So like and the picture I have is the one that we built, him and I together. Yeah, I got it. And yeah, and it's kind of full blooming, at least to the point where you can tell what it can do for such a small thing. Because that's the other thing, he builds ones way bigger than this. And when you see this, what I'm about to show you, you're going to see that it was done on like a TV cart. So like
Right.
all of the rest of the parts, all of them. So you obviously there's no price on that because we already had it. But everything else that we had to buy was like under $140. And it was so I mean, even if you had to build the bottom, it still wouldn't be much more. So like this is an under $200 system that you can build.
Maybe we should have said what an aquaponic is before we started talking about it.
Maybe we should what?
Maybe we should have given a brief description of what we're talking about.
Well, yeah, aquaponics is just a way of growing indoors with cheaper overhead lights, using
Fish.
using fish to well, you'll see when we show you the system. I'm about to show it right here. Shows me window. Yes. Oops. Wait. Oops.
You removed it.
There.
Okay, so you get your fish tank there,
Yep.
and then your poop tank to the left.
No, so okay, so to the so
It's hard
this
to
is
see.
this is a hexagon that you make the fish tank in. And you just grow goldfish as big as you can. You just kind of feed them
Right.
heavy through here. You also put your pHs in through here. You don't ever screw around with any of the rest of the system. For those of you who have worked with hydroponics, if you have, you don't do any of that. Then right down, I guess you're not seeing the cursor. I'm pretending like you're seeing the cursor.
No, we're not.
If you look down underneath the fish tank, like that's a TV cart, so like where the
Right.
where your DVD player would be kind of area.
Okay.
You can see a tube going into the bottom. That inside of those doors are the the motor and
the water pump and everything.
yeah, and like anything you might need, like the pH up, pH down,
Right.
anything like that. Inside of the and then coming back up on the other tube into the two planter boxes are those the hydro acorn looking things that they get wet, they stay wet, but it also can take a flood up. You know what I mean?
Right.
So this is all being the motor down here is taking everything that circulates from the top, as you can see, the downward slant pulls it over to the fish tank of the tray up top. You see how the white tray goes down?
Yeah, I'm seeing.
Okay. So that angle makes it so it goes into the fish tank. The motor pulls it down, pushes it back up, and it's not a big motor. It doesn't make any noise. It doesn't take much to do this little amount, and then it pushes it back up through those rock walls, and then it gets back up into the top of the tray and moves it along and delivers it back down the tube, and it's constant. But you don't have to go out and get all the nasty, like whatever bloom and grow and all those chemicals that everybody puts into a lot of these systems. You don't need this system does itself. The fish take care of it.
Right. And what are you growing up on top there?
So there's
because I'm assuming this one's yours, right?
No, this one's
No?
his.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I wanted to learn. Plus, like he doesn't now, but he used to live like 8 blocks from me. So he actually moved. He's now living in, I think he's in Ohio now. But he's been gone for probably just prior to the pandemic, but I've known him since 2001. So yeah, I mean, like we were really good friends, and still are. But when he lived here for like 17 years, 18 years, but
So
yeah.
what is he growing up top there? Do you know?
So yeah, so on the side closest to us is vegetables. On the other side are herbs. So that's the other cool thing is that you can like literally when he wants to use herbs, he goes and pulls them off.
Right.
And again, it's even if you've looked on Amazon, it's crazy, dude. Like a little or a little waterponic system, like I'm talking like a very small aquarium size, right? That can do herbs, only has like 4 little herb planters coming up, and they end up costing $200. This thing, all the parts costed $200, as long as you know not to go buy a setup, as long as you just know to go to Home Depot and do this. I wouldn't have known. Now I do.
Yeah. See, I'm looking on Amazon right now. A 12 pod hydroponic growing system is 70.
Aquaponic.
Oh, you said hydroponic. Oh yeah.
I mean, yes, I was comparing them, but this is aquaponic.
Okay, let me see. Oh yeah. Well, that's just the light alone is 143.
Not this though. These are just so unless you're growing what's that thing that all the people grow? Marijuana.
Yeah.
No, but I mean like you can get by with these. These are just simple fluorescents. Nothing to them.
At $279 on Amazon.
For what?
For a self-growing aquaponic.
Right, but how big is it? Is it like this?
It doesn't look that big now.
Because I'm saying, like, usually those, even like those entries are pretty damn small, dude, and they don't produce much. That's why I said, if you
That's
look
why
at,
it looks pretty small. I think it's
like, if you look at
eight
this one,
pods.
dude, it's got a big production
Yeah.
up top, and you can't even see across the top.
Yeah, that's an 8-pod system.
Right. This is a 4 foot by, what is it, 4 foot by 3 foot tray, or maybe it's even 4 by 4 when it's tipped up. I can't remember, or 3 by 3, but whatever it is, there was like, you have like
Oh, here you go. Let me.
you can count the lights, and it's twice as many as the lights. So there's 5 light bulbs, so it has 10 line trays on the top of this that we're looking at. And on those, you can drill the holes as often as you want, but it depends on if you know what you're going to be growing out of there or not. And then you can cap them if you grow things bigger, like arugula or stuff like that.
Okay, here's one
I've
for
seen that one.
$150. $150.
Yep.
Look at the size of this thing. It's
But even more than the size, Gary, that's what I'm pointing out. Look at what you're getting on the top.
well, that's what I'm saying. Comparing the sizes, this one right here is 150. It's very small
Yeah.
compared to the one that you was just sharing with us.
Right.
That was for $200 total. I mean, 150. You're not getting very good value out of this thing. I mean, look at the wine bottles next to it. It's not very big.
Right. Yeah. I mean, that's more just to me. That's even not even so much for the herb. It's like just for the show.
Yeah, just so you can say you did it.
But I feel like I did look up some, and like, dude, and I don't even know if it was on Amazon. I found a couple other companies that make these, because after he taught me, he always told me, he's like, dude, now that you know, he's like you could make and sell these. No, I mean, he was serious, and I get what he's saying.
$300.
Well, I'm thinking, man, this has actually been in my head. It's odd we're talking about it, that this is part of my dumpling thing to the right people.
Oh, selling these or setting them
Or
up?
to be able to show them this and say, hey, would you ever want to grow all your own herbs in this much space? Takes nothing, powers nothing.
Now, I wonder, how long does it take all that to grow, though?
This, I mean, from the time we were done, I was back at his house. I'm not kidding. A week later, and here he was from clippings.
So $200 in a week.
It goes 24 hours a day.
Right. Yeah.
So it's
fish don't sleep. Yeah.
This little, what's on top is what matters, and I'm having trouble being able to tell, but I want to say it's a 4x4 because it's a common dimension used. But the 4x4 tray, assuming it is, or 3x3, whichever it is, but on top is enough to produce like a family of 4, all of what you would need weekly, and probably have extra. You know what I mean? Like, you got enough to pull all the things you need up there, and it's going to be back the next week.
Yeah, for low cost too.
Yeah, I mean, dude, and that's why I said, like, this is shown in a small room because we pushed it into here after it was set up. Like, this is normally just other plants in here, but not this thing. But we wanted to show how small of an area it was in. Like, you don't need much space for this, and because they're just fluorescents. I mean, fluorescents are cheap, dude.
Right.
You don't want to be like underneath them just staring at them all day, but as long as they're up there like that and you've just got this thing pushed in a corner, it's fine.
Well, and the longer that you have something, the cheaper it really is. If this one setup lasts you a year for $200, I mean, that's pennies.
Right. And the other thing we did too, the TV card, I know some would have had it. This one didn't. But if you can see at the bottom, we ripped off the wooden legs and put rolling wheels with locking mechanism. So that's a really cool thing too, that you can, as long as because the you can't tell, but the light on top fixture is just 2 chains and 2 eye hooks holding that thing up. So all you have to do is have 2 eye hooks in a different spot. Or 4 eye hooks. Sorry. 4 eye hooks in the ceiling that make no real mark really, and then the thing rolls around, so you can kind of move it wherever you want. I mean, realistically, dude, you could put it outside if you were in the right place and stuff, you know?
Had my mic muted. Yeah, you could put it in like a greenhouse or something.
I mean, even just, like, because it rolls, like, if you had an easy access deck, you could roll it out for the afternoon on a good sunny day. You
Yeah,
just need to keep it plugged in, but you just
I'm
run an
reading here that
extension.
Nevada uses these for tomatoes.
Yeah, so check this out, dude. My buddy scientist, he he was, he moved to this, here he the guy he was working with before he went to work doing the work he's doing now, um, is he went out to Finland and to some of the other Norwegian areas that are huge into this stuff, and they offered him like $500,000 a year to stay.
Ooh,
Like
boy,
they were like,
yeah,
we you know, like just from him showing up and just being him, he doesn't like his experiences. He taught himself, like just from what he knows. He's like, well, I just made this, and even and it's not like that's the thing. It's like he can make it any size. He can make it make sense on much larger levels to people who are very smart
right.
about
I
this
mean,
stuff.
yeah. Once you get a small scale down, it's pretty easy to upgrade from there.
Right, but I would even, dude, I would, that's the thing about this one is that like I could knock I don't know why it won't put it in the middle like a TikTok video does. I hate that.
I don't know
Okay,
either.
there it is.
Whatever.
Well, anyway,
Maybe because it's a screenshot, I guess.
yeah. We'll see, but no, now it's there. So hold on. Okay, remove, add to stream.
Now click a different tab.
Yeah, I did. Anyway,
Okay. It ain't gonna do it.
but yeah, I mean, like honestly, like you can tell from the bottom, dude. This is not. I mean, it works perfect, but this isn't like the. This shouldn't be the model example, even though it's nice because it's a
Right.
TV cart, and you could, under $200, man, you could make you could make it really look the whole thing correct without this TV cart thing at the bottom too.
Yeah.
But
Somebody put one of these in your trunk as you're doing a ride share, and send us a picture.
well, I just want to like make one and then take a bunch of different pictures of it or a short video and then on dumpling be able to dude, I think there's some dumpling shoppers who one thing they definitely wouldn't want is maybe they'd rather have something like this for whatever the charge would be to set it up and build it, install it for them.
But now, can you do the hydroponics as well?
Yeah, but that's brainless, dude.
What do you mean it's brainless?
Like you could just look like you do with most things. That one you could just look up on YouTube. This one's a little more
Oh.
tricky.
Well,
And this
no. I'm saying you could do that for people that don't want to take care of the fish. I'm saying for dumpling, you could offer both.
Yeah, hydroponics takes up a lot of space and a lot. And now, either if I don't know if you have old or new type lights, if you're using bulbs or if you've moved to LEDs, but it gets expensive real quick, dude.
Oh yeah. My LEDs are like
I
that's
mean,
what, the
it
bright
gets
one that I'm using.
it gets
right now.
real expensive though to have LEDs
Yeah.
that can grow.
Might as well just grow weed at that point.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. And then I don't want to be like, yeah, dude, I gotcha. Like,
Well, it's legal there. I mean,
no, and it would be legal for me to make that, of course,
Yeah.
but I just don't. I was talking about doing this for. It's also just cool, dude. Like the fish they keep their selves pretty clean. Like there's not a lot of maintenance to that hexagon thing. A scrub brush once in a while, but really because they're eating all the time and they're goldfish. You throw food in there. Like he had these, like they looked like koi, dude. You can't tell from here, but he grew those, and I was like, "Where'd you get these?" He's like 39 cents at PetSmart. These weren't the big ones even that you buy from PetSmart. He just grew them until they were so big.
okay, I'm looking at a screenshot or a thing of how it actually goes. It's a little bit better illustrated.
Oh yeah, I've got a lot of those. You mean like where it shows how the movement and how it works?
Yeah. Let me share it real quick.
Yeah.
It makes a little bit more sense this way. Let me see.
Right. Well, I mean, most people wouldn't get it from looking at that, even with what I was describing. But the main thing to know, guys, is that it's very, very clean way of doing things, and it's very cheap. It's very, very cheap to be running your own vegetables like
Yeah.
that. Or
Now, see, you could do like a more elegant one, I guess, kind of like this, right?
to me, that's what you could change its size, but to me, that's what you looked up on Amazon that the douchebag had.
The douchebag hat.
The one that doesn't even grow anything, and it's like, oh, look at that dumb thing on your counter that matches your black counter.
Well, no, but I mean, if you're going to be doing it, say for dumpling or something, they're probably going to want something elegant. They're not going to want.
Why?
What do you mean why?
They're gonna want the black one and the marble. Then I'm gonna have to charge them like 10 grand, dude. For mine, I'd be like,
Who
Steve's
cares?
ghetto version actually works better. And
I mean, as long as
hoopty.
they pay. I mean, there's
You want
no
the hoop?
guarantee of result.
You want the hoopty for 500, or you want the stupid one that grows nothing for 10,000?
You want this one for 500?
Right. And to be honest, man, here's what I will say. I worry about the smaller ones too, or ones that get a little more complicated, like how you're going to clean things and stuff. This one that I have put up is, if you look, it's very easy to clean. Like if anything goes wrong with either of the planter trays or either of the PVC there, you can pull out that single planter tray, fix your problem, and get right back to work. Like a lot of these, who knows where your problem might be, especially when you get into ones that can grow 3x3 or 4x4
lost your mic,
feet.
Steve.
You did?
Yeah, for a second. It's back now.
Yeah, I'm getting thunder and lightning. Now there's no hail.
Next is going to be a blizzard.
Yeah, I think we already missed that kind of thing happening today. I'm telling you, dude, I mean, it's a joke around Colorado, but it happens. We have 4 seasons in a day.
That's every state can be like that, depending on the time of year, though.
Actually, very few, man, because when you count in snow,
well, yeah, if you count in snow,
it takes out most of the states. Like I'm talking about, like, A Basin is still open for skiing and snowboarding. They stay open till the first weekend in June.
Where's that at?
Up in Summit County, like an hour from here.
Oh, okay.
But I'm pointing out that it's the one that stays open the latest. Like you can go backcountry all summer.
To go snow for snow?
Yeah. But you're working with a lot less snow. You got to plan out routes better, and you got to.
Driven Dad says nothing's happening near him.
Well, here in my side, it's here on my side. You're not in a side.
That's how you know you won the argument, is when they start correcting your grammar or spelling.
That's good to know, because that's how Gary corrects me sometimes.
I mean, that doesn't work for me, but for Steve, he's corrected you. You won already.
Yeah. It doesn't apply to me. Oh my god. I don't know, man. It's a whole. I did have some other things I was trying to hope to get to, man.
Well, you're the one with the notes. I don't do notes.
I don't either for Sunday usually, except for what I do is I come. You know how I like to come on and at least talk about the news I talked about yesterday, or 1 or 2 different topics, and do it for 20-30 minutes and then go from there. It just is a good kickoff. Today I was just late, got on. My room's a disaster. I'm like literally like going through stuff, and I'm trying to hook up a CB in my car.
Why do you need a CB in your car?
for being in the mountains. Never
You guys
know.
use that a lot up there? I'm just
Yeah.
curious.
I mean, yeah, not so much to use it, but to tune in sometimes if you're camping or, you know.
Well, no, I'm saying is that like a common thing that you can turn it on in the mountains? You always hear people on it, or is
Yeah,
it,
yeah, yeah.
or is it like a safety thing? People only use it for safety.
No,
Like,
because
like personally, I don't go in the mountains a lot.
on mine I can get the always weather no matter where I am. That's always good to know. And yeah, you catch truckers everywhere, even if like you think you're pretty far off.
Well, I know truckers, but I'm thinking like
Well,
regular
it's
people.
yeah, well, regular people. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if they're people like me, most people have a CB, even if it's a cheap one. I even know some who don't like it on their car all the time mounted, but they can hook it up and they've got it in the trunk or whatever. So yes, it's a common thing out here to have one. You know,
Well, see,
especially
that's what I'm saying. Do you guys have like a dedicated channel that you use? Like truckers use 19.
there's
So
there
there's like people in the mountains use like 12.
yeah,
I'm
there's a
just trying to
couple. I mean, it depends on where you are, and you got to go to these backcountry websites and stuff. And but again, you should be doing that anyway because if you're really traveling to the kind of spots I'm talking about, you just shouldn't be winging it.
Well, that's what I figured. If you're going up in the
Yeah,
mountain, you're going to go to say some slope that's, you know, not touristy.
right.
I would assume you would have some type of satellite phone or radio or something to that
And
nature.
not only that, dude, like there's certain spots like in the summer that like when I'm wearing my chest beacon to go backcountry snowboarding, I have to turn it on send, not just not wait, is it send, and then you have to walk through um uh you have to walk through this little like barrier, and if it beeps or if it shows green, you're good to keep going. You have a working beacon on. If it shows red, you have to it goes beep beep beep, and it lets the other backcountry snowboarders know like, hey, douchebag, like, beat it, because we don't want you back there without a beacon, and stuff.
Right.
But then there's other places too that if they don't have that, and I mean, you'll get to these very rustic points where you're about to do the final ascent up to whatever you're going to drop in on and do, but they'll have these boxes and these cards and pencils like they do at campgrounds and stuff that'll say, if you're going to backcountry snowboard today, please put the time, your name, and what time you were at this point. You know what I mean? Just like it's pretty like
Like a
ancient.
safety protocol.
It's super ancient in the technology. There's no technology there. They're little wooden boxes, and they've got like a drop slot kind of thing. Like I've opened it and got stung by a bee before because there's 3 in there kind of thing. You're just like, asshole, man.
But if you ever went missing, somebody might be able to find
Yeah,
you.
but that's what I'm saying. The Rangers do grab them.
Right.
So they do come through and grab them and say, oh, we had 4 out there.
Now, have you ever jumped out of a helicopter to go snowboarding like we see on TV?
Oh.
Have you seen anybody do that?
Yeah, I've seen lots of videos of it. It's really just the one main guy who is Travis Rice did a video called The Art of Flight. It's pretty much the best, even if you don't watch snowboard videos ever, if you're not into that kind of thing, even with the more tricky and fun ones or anything like that, if you just don't do it, the
Hey, Matt.
hey,
Hello.
what the hell were we talking about?
Max shows up, you lose the train of thought.
I just heard all this. I heard the static, and then my brain went to crap. I was like, "What happened?"
You was talking about YouTube channel. The guy jumping out of
Yeah.
the
I wonder if I could play it. That one might get me in trouble.
Mac, you got a lot of static on your mic.
Okay, I'll mic it or mute it.
Yeah, just mute it. Let me see, because if they have it, because there's
you made Steve go like a deer in headlights.
well, because I was wondering why I was hearing, like, normally I don't hear things, so I'm like, why am I hearing stuff? Let me see if I can find it though. Because honestly, it doesn't even matter if you will never snowboard in your life. This is worth watching. This is hands down. Him and Jeremy Jones are the two best backcountry snowboarders. They both live up in Wyoming. I guess this is the
Hey,
trailer.
Dashing
I'm gonna
Grandpa.
hope that they're gonna be cool with it. I know. Hold on.
Typically, if we're talking over a YouTube video or something like that, we're allowed to play it.
All right. So
We're
here
just not
goes.
allowed to put it on the channel directly.
Okay, because I think this is the official trailer. I'm pretty sure it has his jump. Even there, dude, Red Bull gave this guy, before we do this, Red Bull gave this guy his own helicopters that like fold down. Like he's the Art of Flight allowed him to go around the world as many times as he wanted it on Red Bull's tab, stay everywhere he wanted and ride first descent lines everywhere. So he went to Patagonia. He went to, I mean, he did everything.
Did you see that comment?
Didn't forget my CM battery though. Okay, so here it is. Because this it doesn't even matter if you have any care for this sport, you will enjoy this. This is intense.
Oh, I always think it's cool to watch people jumping out of
This guy,
helicopters.
but this guy's the best.
I mean, I think Triple X did it the best. Come on now.
I mean, that's pretty
Pretty extreme. I wouldn't do it. I'm not
what
that
the hell am
crazy.
I hearing?
What are you talking about?
Oh.
Oh, you're still hearing the YouTube go? That's it, Steve.
It was an
Steve,
ad too. It's like, did you not hear it?
No.
It was like because Tony's putting comments about my age. It was like some senior ad too. Like, you need Depends. I'm like, you dude, asshole. You know? Hey, what? I think I already said hey, but what's up, Drone? What's up, Dashing Grandpa? What's up? I haven't checked this in a minute. What's up, Lisa? I don't know if you were here before. Oh no,
Yeah,
she wasn't.
she
Well,
was.
she wasn't when I said hi. I hadn't looked in a minute. And that's it. The laughing out loud batteries. I am so lost. I just revoked your YouTube emoji use. I don't have emoji use on YouTube. What do you mean?
Hey,
Oh,
real quick, try and copy an emoji and then put it on Facebook. See if it works.
I'm just gonna make a post that just says the word over and over, like The Shining. Emoji, 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 emoji. Or all work and no emoji makes Steve a.
You're gonna post it like that, just over and over and over.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's right. There is a way to do emojis using colons though too.
Yeah.
I wonder if that would work. I wonder if that's like a backdoor
Emoji,
for me to do it on YouTube.
Are you on a Mac or Windows?
I'm on a Mac.
Okay.
I'm on both. No matter.
Let's see. See if we can find out keyboard shortcuts. Steve is such a Facebook troll. Is that why you can't use emojis on Facebook?
Hey Tony, you got to stop the jokes, man. I am the one with even with a handle I can I can time you out, bro.
I can time him out too.
Oh yeah, that's right. And Gary can too. In fact, like I remember one night when Arturo was in here and he was like, somebody's like, "You better watch Arturo. I'll put you in timeout." He's like, "You just got a wrench like me." He's like, "Only Steve can wrench time me out."
What the hell is the? Well, I guess the simplest one would just be the the smiley face, which is the colon and then the parentheses.
Yeah.
That'd be the easiest one.
I should just post emoji pictures.
Screenshot.
You know, like big ones.
Big poop.
Yeah. And right, this is Facebook.
Next, they're gonna take away his images.
Wait, what happened? Oh, it is still there. For those of you that didn't see, by the way, because I know a couple of you have just joined. What we're talking about is that I've never seen this. I used to do Facebook like crazy when I was doing a lot of music and production and stuff. I've been away from it for like 10 years. And this is I do still get on there to help promote Uber Lyft drivers and rideshare rodeo and everything else, but this is what they said. I mean, you can try again later. Oh, can I?
Now
Thanks.
that says reactions though, which reactions are typically when you hover over something and you laugh at it or haha like or
But
angry.
here's the thing, Gary. Like, and I mean, I guess you might not know this about me, but like, even when I am on Facebook, it's to go to the pages I've created for rideshare rodeo or Uber Lyft drivers. Like, I really don't even look. I'm going to be honest. I don't want to learn the new ways of Facebook. Like, I've been gone from Facebook that long that I'll put it this way. Even marketplace and stuff just is weird to me. And I don't like that there's always videos suggested. Like, I'm like, enough. I don't need this shit. I don't want it. I like the old Facebook from 10 years ago that I hated 10 years ago, you know? But honestly, like, and then even when I see like notifications, they're a lot harder to read, dude, because I get a lot of trash notifications. So it's hard to go through them and see if I have a ton, like what's really a notification for me or what's just junk. I guess, let me put it this way. It's what I used to see as on the home feed as advertising now comes up in my notifications as advertising.
Now I'm reading about the temporary restriction from Facebook. It says they impose a limit of how many number of posts you can react to on a daily basis. It's supposed to be 5,000 reactions per day.
Okay, dude, at most I've spent an hour on Facebook in the last month. Tops, and 90% of that time has been on my pages posting videos and other things like that relative to what I do.
Right. Now
Nothing personal.
It does also say that speed and frequency is also another factor. So if
See,
you
that might be different. I might have found like a post and been like, like,
yeah. So I was gonna say you found that one post that you didn't agree
but I didn't
with.
spam it. If they were
Laugh.
to look and do like a little research like they should, they would see that, oh, he's friends with every person he ha-ha'd. He's not just.
Well, yeah, but they can't do no research. You know how many Facebook users there are?
Yeah, but the data again, dude, I understand databases. It can connect and go, oh, these 50 comments, he's friends with every one of them.
Yeah, I mean maybe they should throw that in their algorithm checks.
You
Have a good day, Dashing Grandpa. What does Red Robin fries have to do with any of this?
I don't
Now, if you look, it says you and 753 others ha-ha'd this post. So that means you ha-ha'd that post.
I probably did. But what, I mean, again, dude, why can't I ha-ha a post?
Because you've been doing it too often. That's why. See, the ha-ha is now the new poke. Yeah, you can do that. Exactly.
That kid's really smart.
Yeah.
He's already figured it out at a young age.
Helping to keep prostitution business alive.
Oh, I love some of this stuff.
some of them are just like pure gold.
Yeah, I can't like, and I can't see him in it. Like, I feel like the left side of this was funny, but
Yeah, I placed a deck taco order. I don't want to use decks. Delivery is a $10 built-in. Keep the queso. Oh, this is the one where they're playing like private detective.
oh, that's right.
I'd like to see somebody roll up in one of
I
those.
feel like this is where Jesper's from. I feel like this is Denmark or Copenhagen or something.
Like, come on, buddy.
You know? And like, Guten Tag, get in there. Like, no, dude. But yeah, that was my
So
stuff.
how long have you been on Facebook, man? Just today?
Have I been on it today? I don't even think I've been on it today.
No. I'm saying, how long has that reaction ban been on there?
Oh, it was from 2 days ago.
It's supposed to be only a 48-hour ban.
Oh, that's the other thing, dude. I don't care. Like, I find, you know what? I'm not going to use them anymore. Like, Facebook doesn't realize I have a lot of users, friends, even if I haven't been as active in the last 10 years. Like that, I have a big base. Like, don't grab. You can't do this. Shut up, dude. I think it's that I used to be super active like I am on other platforms now on Facebook 10 years ago, and that now I'm not at all. And they're like, dude, stop doing things. And I'm like, shut up.
They think you're a bot.
Or they're just like, why are you active again? And I'm like, why aren't you shutting up? Like, told you to shut up. I've said I say nasty things about Facebook too. I'm like, God, can this platform get worse? I mean, these are posts I make. And then I explain my rant.
I see you on Facebook. I'm friends with you.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, I don't post at all on Facebook. Like,
I don't either anymore. But what I have been doing is sharing old memories, because that's one feature that I don't think it was there. I mean, like, through that 10 years, I have popped in, like, 10 years ago, I stopped. Then, like, 2 years later, I popped in. I was there for like a week, and I was like, nope, screw this, gone again. Left for like 3 more years. So it's been like I've popped in here or there, but it is like years go by before I do it. It's not like I'm even popping in monthly, yearly, whatever. But so I've lost all my algorithm, because if I used to make a post, I had a ton of comments and things and whatnot. I mean, and it's just like everything. Now I've lost the algorithm. If I do things, nothing happens. But I do like the memory share, and I don't remember that ever being there when I was really using Facebook.
right.
Because now I'm able to go back and, like, that poke one, man. I was like, oh, so I invented Tinder.
You did not. Technically, Facebook invented Tinder.
Well, but that's what my friend Jason had said on that post. He said something along the lines of, like, you had Zuckerberg thinking, and he took it down, made Tinder. Like, dude, that's what I was saying. That, hey, what you doing? Like,
Let me poke you.
I mean, that's all Tinder is. You're just swiping.
But that's left and right, correct?
Yeah, but I mean, so
I mean, it's not a poke.
kind of is.
What?
I mean, I guess it's more of a point. Yeah. Trash, trash, trash,
Trash,
trash. Good. Trash, trash. Like,
you
don't even have time to read their name. You're just like, I don't care.
Well, this whole thing with Twitter and Elon Musk, he's like, wait, I can't buy it yet because you got too many bots. You know how many bots have to be on Tinder?
Oh yeah.
Or fake profiles have to be on Tinder?
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Swiper, no swiping. Oh, your weather finally made it there.
But what?
Your weather made it to driven.
Oh, it's sunny here now, bro. Sucks for you. Better
Get-
take that.
get-
Better
get
take
ready
that
for some
Tesla
rain,
under
hail.
cover quick, because that hail was pretty big. See, Tony knows too. Like when we get some hailstorms out here, like literally the next day, every car lot, because we get some heavy ones, has half off sales kind of thing. Like,
Well,
okay, our entire stock was wrecked.
Tony leases his Tesla, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. so
Well,
this
no,
is-
he does. Well, I mean, I don't know if it's not a lease; it's a rental company.
Well, lease, rental, whatever. Same.
It's a
through-
rental
through
for
Uber.
it's a rental for rideshare though that
Right.
includes certain things. It's got you covered. Like there's no like having to mince things. He's fully covered for rideshare and all work by renting one of these. It's all
Well,
set
that's
up.
what I'm saying. He went through Uber itself to get it.
Nope, it's a guy
No?
here. It's a guy
Oh.
here that owns. He owns like a certain
A
you
fleet.
know. I mean it's I don't know if I guess it's a fleet no matter its size, but it's a small fleet, but he has the hope of growing. So
I say, how's that work? Because typically, if it's not a rental company, Uber wants you to be on the insurance.
Tony could just make things easy and just join in and
Yeah.
explain it.
Explain it, yeah.
But if you want to, Tony, you could type it out one letter at a time too.
Well, I know in my Uber app for Florida, I can rent a Tesla. It's like $360 a week. Only not covered for Uber Pool. But like I know in Oklahoma, I can't rent a Tesla. They're like, no, you don't need a Tesla in Oklahoma. Let's see. Count. Let me see. Go to my cars. View rental options. There we go. Let's see what I can rent this week. Okay, I can get a compact or mid-sized car for $260 a week.
How much?
$260 a week
For a compact.
for a compact or mid-size.
From what? From Uber?
From Uber. Well, it's through Avis, but it's
Right.
it's their
Right.
rental program.
Right. Dude, I don't know if like I had to do I think you might have even been there when I was talking about it, but I had to do the rental program once for like 6 months too when my other RAV4 was totaled. But it was still early enough where I did it through Lyft, and Lyft was out of Pep Boys, and you could like I would go there and if you did I can't remember the exact numbers now. If you did 120 rides in a week, you got the car for free. If you did 80 rides, you got the car for half price.
That was
It was
Lyft.
Hertz.
Was it hers?
It was Lyft and
Lyft,
Hertz
yeah,
and Pep Boys.
Yeah,
And
that's what I was
Pep
thinking.
Boys.
That's what I was thinking. I think it was Lyft. Yeah, this comes out to $1,040 a month if you rent it. You get unlimited miles, basic maintenance, insurance coverage, and a $40 Uber ride credit to the rental location. God, you know how long it would take me to pay for that rental at 56 cents a mile?
What up?
What up?
I got your birthday present, Steve.
Oh my god, you spelled something out.
He tried to. I interrupted him.
Oh my god, you should have timed him out.
Spam.
Even with a wrench, you can do that.
I know.
Okay.
I just wanted. It's more devastating if I interrupt him.
I interrupted myself by typing the wrong letter.
Test drive.
I don't know what he was trying to type. I
think
was
he's
thinking
saying test
Tesla.
drive, and then he gave up because he hit an R. But you also put a. We're gonna diagnose this.
Yeah.
Why don't you just ask him what he's trying to type?
Well, because it's test drive, but after the I and before the V, he put a B that's throwing you off.
Yeah, I messed up.
It was going to be test drive something. What was the last thing going to
Test
be?
driver.
Oh, okay. So that was it. Just take out the B and we're good.
Yeah. test driver. But basically, he rents out to anybody, but mostly it's rideshare drivers.
Right, but what I was I guess what I was talking about too is like how you were, because we were talking about, like, is it a fleet? And at first, yeah, it's a fleet, but like
Yeah, it's a small fleet. Like he doesn't have
but he
as
wants
much
to grow.
restrictions.
From you and
Right.
I talking, he wants to grow. So
Yeah.
Well,
His
how
aim is
does
to
that work though? How does that work? Like, because is it like a rental agreement that you submit to Uber?
no. He gives you the commercial insurance in your name because you have to get approved by his insurance before he'll rent to you, and then he gives you an inspection, and then he lets you use the registration as well. So the registration doesn't have to be in your name.
Right, just the insurance. You have to be on the insurance.
Right. Yeah.
So, well, that's why I was
It's kind of
wondering.
like the way Lyft does their Express Drive. When you want to use it for other apps, they give you an insurance policy with your name on it.
Does Lyft still do rentals?
In Colorado, they do.
I don't, but not like at all like what I was talking about. They don't do anything with like a, hey, you can get it for free if you work. Like,
Right.
that's
but
gone.
They do have where you can get, if you can get on their wait list, I guess. But their electric vehicle is a Kia Niro, and you get free charging for 2 years.
Yeah,
And the Kia Niro is like,
app.
after taxes, it's like $250 a week.
Yeah, I got to a point. I don't know if people have done these programs before too. It's like every 3 weeks so you can just have like if I do my 121 week and then I do 90 the next, so I get half off the next, they'll take that half out of my card. I don't have to go into Pep Boys all the time, but like every 3 weeks you got to go in, even if you're not planning on turning in the car. And there were those times that they might take it back. So I got to know those ladies at Pep Boys. And I'll tell you what, niceness goes a long way. As does a box of donuts.
Well, Tony, how much do you pay for your rental monthly?
It's $424 a week.
Whoa, that's cheaper than it was.
Well, I guess $424, and then I pay $14 in taxes, and then I just bought this adapter where I can use my the remaining 9 months of my free Electrify America charging on my Tesla. So I'm not going to be paying for charging unless it's an emergency.
And what do you guys get paid per mile up there?
Well, I do
nothing.
Lux and Lux Black.
Zero.
It's like $1.05 per mile on Lux and $2.05 on Lux Black.
Okay, so you don't do any regular.
No, because they put that Lyft shared crap back on, and they kept spamming me with that. So I just decided I'm not doing regular Lyft anymore.
I hear the hail hitting your car in your face, Tony.
In your face. It's just water. It's a sun shower right here.
It's about to be hail. It sounds like it. That's what it sounded like here first too. Then it was the heavy raindrops, and it was.
Well, it's because this car is all glass. It sounds like that.
Okay.
It's little baby rain right now.
Actually, I'm looking down towards your house right now. It doesn't look like you're going to get it bad at all.
Yeah, all the dark clouds are even further east than me.
It's really funny. We're actually able to do this in Colorado. Like he's a good 20, 25 miles from me. And I'm actually able to look and kind of tell what weather he's getting and look west and see what's coming. And pretty interesting place.
He's like, avoid I-70 is kind of backed up.
Yeah, always avoid I-70.
Well, yeah, it's always backed up.
They're making that stupid tunnel for the sporting complex that's right next to Purina dog food and cat
food. That thing has the tunnel has like T-Rex times 10 written all over it.
Yeah.
I mean, this thing is going to be a nightmare. It's never going to be done on any kind of timeline that's realistic.
The least they could do is find a T-Rex.
What do you mean?
Like if they
Oh.
were digging up new spot, finding a T-Rex.
Yeah.
Ooh, look, this is how bad Lyft wants me to come drive. If I do 10 rides, they'll give me $8.
So yesterday at what time was it? At 3:30, Uber sent me a thing saying through Monday midnight, $8 on every ride.
That's not bad.
That's
$8
not bad.
on top of the fare.
Yep.
They didn't send me that. I'm in Uber
Because you're
timeout.
working it, dude. I haven't gone back.
Yeah.
They're like,
Well,
dude,
that's the thing.
please come
I haven't
back.
really worked either one of the platforms in the last, 2-3 years.
I mean, it's funny because they never 2-3 years ago they wouldn't have cared if you had been off the platform for 2-3 years. They'd have been like, I don't care about this guy, but they're so hurting right now. They're like, maybe we do need those veteran drivers.
But the thing, I don't know anybody that from whenever I was driving 2-3 years ago that still drives.
I do.
rideshare. Now, like that, everybody I know is converted over to Amazon Flex or food delivery. Or
I do, and
or,
I know people who pivoted for the pandemic and who it took them a hell of a long time, but they are going back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Again,
went back to
market to
rideshare.
market, but even
Well,
UberX,
well,
UberX, dude, the rates suck, but you can make money here.
Yeah, I went back to
Yeah.
rideshare because I could do it in the morning, and then my wife could do the food delivery at night.
Yeah. So the driven mom.
The driven
Yeah.
mom, yeah.
Yeah, she does videos too. I was
I
thinking,
finally convinced her to do it.
So here's my idea, Tony, is that I have you and Lisa and Lou and Mary and Cody and Autumn, and we do like how much do you guys really know about like how you do gig work together? Like one of those old newlywed type games, but except for since you guys all shop together or you do things, and I know you guys don't at the same time, but are you doing things the same way? Can we cause a fight online that's gonna I do.
The
Here we
best
go.
way to do it. The best way to do that is make us
Look
do
out,
it live
look out,
while-
folks! Hot facts coming in.
Make us do it live while we're actually dashing or whatever together.
Oh, I wonder if that'll be used on a video. Hot facts. Oh, take a chill pill, people. If that would offend somebody, that somebody should really look at their own content and see if they're offending people. Let's just say that.
I'm offended by your offense.
I'm offended by the fact that you're offended by my offense.
All right. Well, maybe we
I-
can build a fence out of
I would
this.
tell you both what that Australian guy says. Nothing happens when you're offended. Nothing.
What do you mean?
Nothing happens when you get offended.
Right.
You're
I think
offended.
that needs to be
Oh, wow.
corrected. Cancel culture happens when people are offended.
No.
What? I'm not offended.
Like you've never seen that comedian?
Yeah, but I'm not offended. You can't offend me. That's the
whole joke about it.
I'm not saying that, I do get that some people do get offended. I mean, I actually fully get that. I really do, because some people just, like they could hear some of the comedy we tell and they would be like, you guys are wrong. And I get that, but like
I got offended.
me, like I'm the kind of guy that goes to comedy clubs and likes that kind of stuff. So you can't offend me. In fact, I think it's just what people do. I mean, sometimes we just rip on each other. It's just a way of having fun. And
It's just bro talk, man.
right. Bros and broettes.
Yeah.
Because there's girls I'll talk to that way too.
All right. So more like Generation X or early millennials.
What's up, asshole?
I know.
Now you offended him.
Bro, you called me an asshole earlier. That was
No.
nice.
Yeah, Steve.
No. I'm calling John one. Did you see this?
I know, but you called me
Oh.
one earlier when I
Yeah.
said get some batteries.
Probably.
He wants to know if you was
But that
offended.
that reminds me, I did get you some batteries for your birthday.
Some batteries.
Yeah, some
for your,
C2s
for your tune.
Okay.
for your hearing aid.
Did you get me a hearing aid? 'Cause
You lost your hearing aid,
Hey, John.
so you can't see either.
I never had one, dude. But I'm gonna need one. I mean, after all the production alone I've done, I mean, it's really not fun.
Yeah.
But,
All those laser light shows come with sound, don't they?
well, I mean, I've
Don't you
done
have to like
I've
test
done
it out?
concerts and been right up against the stack when they're doing sound
Right.
check, dude. I mean, like, I
Yeah,
walk
that's
away
what I'm
with a
saying.
ring immediately, like, beep! I'm like,
You're like, where's the bees at?
I don't think I can offend the great SJ. You can't. You'd have to put a bunch of things on there that aren't allowed, and you'd get the channel in trouble. And even then, I wouldn't be offended. I'd just be worried about the channel. So you can't. But you can join us and say them to my face. Just kidding.
John's
Under the
John's one of
private
my
chat
favorite
there.
reactions.
But
He got
oh, go ahead.
he got put in reaction timeout from the other day
So
when you're talking Prop 22.
but if he joins, then what does this mean?
It means none of us have a life.
It would mean John is admittingly saying he doesn't. So, John, you should join up. No, but John, you should. And Mac, you should too, because I know you were in here. But if you just go to just turn your volume down just a little bit, even if you're on your phone, Mac, and go to audio, and then just click in the settings when you come into StreamYard, just click audio echo cancellation. It will it should help take away a lot of that.
Steve, I posted in the private chat here a YouTube video about the being offended comedian. It's pretty funny.
I'll say it to your face literally when I come to Denver. Yeah, I don't know if I don't think Tony's going to the Ark. Tony, you going to the Ark? You going to Pedro's thing?
I really have to wait till closer to the event to determine that, just because my kids, I got 5 kids, so sometimes stuff pops up that I don't know about until the last minute.
It's funny. I think Mac beats you by 1 kid. ODD professionals in here, my buddy Mac. I think
Well,
he's up
me.
he's up in Portland. I think he beats you by 1 kid. He's got 1 more than you.
I'm not trying to be in a competition.
Are you sure,
He's
dude?
like, I'll let him win.
Once you're up around 5, man, it seems like you are in a competition. Like, what are you doing? You guys got a lot of kids, man.
Wouldn't you like to know?
I would. But I mean, it's good to know that you guys have a good private life. Clearly.
Either that or a lot of drinking.
Either that or your wife cheats on you all the time. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. Oh God. Are you compete? Wait, 10 kids. There we go. Boom! Winner, chicken dinner.
10
Dude, he's got
Yeah,
4.
I
He's got 4 more than the Brady bunch, and they didn't even have their kids together.
Yeah, I'm not trying to compete for 10.
You're not going to catch him now. He's got that race.
If I'm gonna have 10, I'll just have 12.
I would dare to say I don't think, and I'm talking about everywhere in my life, all the people that I know on any kind of real level, I don't think I know anybody with more kids than Mac. I mean, I know people with a lot of kids, but I don't think I know anybody with 10.
All right, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
that's-
drop
that's
back
great.
into normal chat. Good chatting with you guys.
All right.
Yeah, hey guys,
Don't put me in timeout.
well, no, but hey guys, if you're not already, I'm sure that most of the people in here are, but let me put up Tony's channel. You guys should check it out. Good channel, and he's driving around that Tesla, and it's fun to watch. You know how like every channel, like if they've got that something else a little too on top of good content, it's cool. And he's got that Tesla. It is pretty fun to watch. Like even the sun through it and stuff, and the way he angles the camera, good stuff.
Yeah,
And
I
if-
didn't
if
even
not,
realize
if
I
not,
was
you
doing
can
that.
just stare at his beard. You can just stare at his beard all day.
Well, you didn't realize you were doing it, but it's a cool thing. So
Yeah,
good
but
job.
now that you pointed it out a few weeks ago, I've made sure that the view is
Yeah.
good for the sun.
So
All right, thanks for the plug. I'll talk to you guys later.
All right, later,
Right.
Tony.
right, but Ron, the entree courier, doesn't have 10. I know Ron very well.
It's like, but he doesn't have 10.
He's got 9.
Man, that's a lot of kids.
Hey,
Like
Colorado water, baby. Something in the
like
water.
when they say you get snowed in, they really mean it.
Oh my god. So yeah, this is Tony's link. Just check it out. Oh, John, that's where I was gonna take you, was In and Out.
Don't forget when you go to St. Louis to eat at White Castle.
Hey, don't forget to grab Roy on your way through Vegas.
Yeah. Save him a drive.
Roy's thinking about coming out too, and it's cheaper for Roy just to fly.
Yeah, what did we say? 30 something dollars
It was
each way.
like $40
Yeah,
round
yeah.
trip. It was direct. I love that, dude. We have to be one of the cheapest cities to fly to and from Vegas because our airport's so big.
Just because you're a major hub.
Right, but we're so close too. It's like we just always have. You could go to the airport today and get to Vegas. You could buy a round trip for whatever you wanted the days to be, starting today, and get on one for under $100 round trip.
So I've actually seen it from Oklahoma City. If I fly directly to Dallas, it's like, I don't know, $150, $200. But if I detour and go to Denver first, then to Dallas, it's like $75. Like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah. I was kidding, John. I'm not going to take you to In-N-Out Burger. You're from California. Why the hell would I do that? Like, I love them because when I go out there, I would always get them throughout the years. So when we got them, I love it. But it's not even like I'm going to it much here. It's something that I do once in a while. But I will say, dude, like somebody told me I've been to In-N-Out Burger, it sucks, blah blah blah, and I was like, what'd you have? And they said, I don't know, because there's really like the 3 main orders. If you get a burger, there's the single, there's the double, and the double cheese, and then the combos. I mean, there's more, and then it's they were like, well, I don't know, I got like a burger or a double or something. I'm like, okay. I'm like, you didn't get double animal style with the fries animal style? And they're like, no. And I'm like, then you didn't go to In-N-Out, period. That's
Wait,
like,
is that actually on their menu?
I don't know if I've ever seen it written on the menu, but literally, John will know what I'm talking about. Every single person that goes to In-N-Out who knows their game knows about this. But I don't know if they do print it on the menu.
I don't think it's on the menu because we ate out at In-N-Out Burger down there in Texas.
It's just something that, like, literally, like everybody, if you listen to the people in front of you, they'll say it. Like, I'm telling you, 90%. Yeah, it's off the menu, but 90% of the people that go see double animal style and animal style fries is what they're known for.
Yeah,
so.
I did not know that because we ate out.
But
at
it's
In-N-Out
it's
Burger
not
in
on the
Texas.
menu. You were
and,
right.
And there was nobody in front of us, so and we got it and we're eating it. I'm like, what's the hype about this crap? It's just a
Because they're
burger and
laughing at
fries.
you. They're like
I-
going,
I-
dumbass didn't know to get the double. I'm like, well, why don't you put it up on the sign then? Why don't you make people happy?
Well, yeah, because I mean, if not, like people like me, like I'm never gonna go eat there again because I was like,
Exactly.
there's nothing special about it.
Yeah, you're gonna be like, that was just a crappy burger.
Yeah.
And there was a long wait, and I don't get it.
I don't know. Is there an In-N-Out burger in St. Louis?
No, I think that dude, there's In-N-Out in California, there's In-N-Out in Vegas, and I think there's just us, maybe Arizona.
No, Texas has it too because that's where I tried it.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
Because I mean,
Okay.
not too many years back, like 10 years back, they were in California and Vegas, and that was it.
Yeah, I tried it the first time in Dallas, or not Dallas, San Antonio. That's where I tried it the first time, and it was nothing special.
Well, wait a minute, John. I mean, like even a business model.
There is an In-N-Out in St. Louis.
So okay, so John, even though so you're saying it's not on there, it's not on the menu, but it's what they're known for, exactly. But I get it, the speakeasy thing, the hipster thing, to know you got to know the code. But if this is what they're known for, and honestly, I kind of agree with Gary. I mean, like I still like an In-N-Out, and I had one before I ever had animal style. So again, like Gary, I didn't get it. I thought it was really good. I was out in California. I went to a good one. It was really good. But it was like, okay, it just seems like fast food or whatever, or a little maybe.
That's where I was at too. Like it wasn't terrible by no means. It was just burger and fries. Okay, I can get
Right.
that
I mean,
pretty much
their fries are fresh cut fries. You know, that's one thing that you probably did notice is every fry thing is a potato that goes through like a pusher. But yeah, again, John said the fries are pretty bland if you don't animal style. Yeah, exactly. But so why don't they advertise animal style? Why wouldn't they want everybody knowing what they're best at?
Yeah, I would think that they would.
Well, I mean, I know some bars and stuff like, dude, there's bars here in Denver that change the password every night. The only entrance is from an alley. There's kind of, this hipster speakeasy underworld all over the place now. Has been for years. And I don't know. It just seems like if that's their this is their money shot, dude, you'd want to.
Oh, there's Matt. Yeah, exactly. That's how I feel too, John. I went there. We got it. I got a double cheeseburger, fries, and I was like, okay, it's a burger and fries. What's so special? Why is everybody hype about In-N-Out burger?
You should have started yelling. This place sucks, man.
And it's funny. I was sitting there. I was talking. And I was like, yeah, we won't come back here because there's nothing special for the price. There's just nothing special about it for the price.
Right. Yeah.
And so, but now that there's a secret menu,
right,
that apparently they're known for that I didn't know about.
And that's the thing, man. So even I went with California locals, and if I remember right too, man, I've this was really kind of crappy because if I remember right, the people I was with were like, we all made our orders, and they're like, "Did you get that animal style?" I'm like, "No," and they're like, "That sucks," because they're from there. I'm like, dude, how would I know this?
Yeah, it's not on the menu.
And even my friends aren't telling me. You guys suck. So I don't know.
I know. I'll try it in St. Louis when we go up there. Because there is one in St. Louis.
It seems like a real waste of a meal in St. There's some good places in St. Louis.
Well, no. I'll try it like on my way out or whenever I first get there. I'm not gonna go there like it's like White Castle. I'm not going out my way for it. Like White Castle is terrible. Who was it that said White Castle was good?
Probably me.
Extremes. It's like, oh, White Castle's good.
It was probably me. I don't
terrible.
love it. I just miss it. We used to have them in Michigan. And it was a place to go after drinking, and I don't know. We don't have them out here. We don't have them.
I guess they would be a good 3 a.m. drunk type thing, like IHOP.
Now he's there.
Yeah, I'm
so
having some major tech issues with these headphones.
Oh, that's so much better though.
It's without headphones.
Yeah. It's
Okay, so don't use headphones because it's
Right. Well, I went home and actually grabbed another pair, and I was trying to sync them up and everything, and it's the Bluetooth. Some of these damn Bluetooth devices and everything are such crap.
No, John, I've never had Tommy's because I think I've been to LA once.
I've been to LA too many times. John, if I had only known you when I was going down there all the time when I was married, I'd had something to do.
I have no desire to go to California.
Oh, I hate it, dude.
Yeah,
I mean,
have no desire.
well, I shouldn't say that. San Francisco's still a hot mess, but like I got a lot of friends north of it in Sonoma and Mendocino and all the way up to Humboldt and into Southern Oregon and stuff. And so I do love that country. That's different. But I used to call it like NoCal. To me, the cool was like Santa Cruz and up. Now Santa Cruz and San Francisco are just overpriced. Like I always say, there's two people that can live in San Francisco, the 1% and the homeless. They're the only ones who can afford it.
So, John, are you the 1% or are you homeless?
Wait, what? Did he say it too? Oh, I think he's heard me say it before. Is why. Because I say it all the time, and it's true, man. You can't just go live there anymore. You either have to have no house and be stealing stuff and living off spare change, or you have to be a friend of Nancy Pelosi's. One or the other, dude. You can't live in the city if you're not. Or you can live in Joe's apartment with 1 million cameras and like no room to step.
A loft, just a loft with a bed in it.
Yeah, I think it's just one room. But man, he can transform that room. He's like me, man. I'm moving stuff around all the time to make, like, if I go out there to do the streaming, I move all this stuff. Like, I feel like I'm moving stuff a lot, and he's always moving all that. That's why I said I don't know how his neighbors, like, especially when we were all home over the pandemic, how they took that, because when I was watching Joe was way back then, and that's how I met Lisa even. But he'd move a table like to where it needed to be, like after doing rideshare at like 1 a.m, scrape it across the floor, put the green screen up, be stomping, have a sickle that he's like pounding on the ground with the Uber hat, black and white, doing tweaky stuff. And like, I'm just like, dude, I mean, more power to him, but my guess is nobody lives under him. There's no way.
Yeah, I would assume he lives in a studio.
Right.
apartment.
If somebody lives under him, they're probably like, what? You're kidding, right? And he's all like, what? Yeah. Yeah, we have YouTube too. Not only are we hearing you, we saw what you're doing, and we have kids, and you can't come around anymore. Like, I don't know. Have you guys ever seen Joe's attack on Uber as a chicken?
No.
For real?
Yeah,
I'll pull it up.
By the way, the 10 kids and everything is a yours, mine, and ours type of a thing. I've got 3 from a previous marriage. My wife has 4, and then we have 3 together.
Right, but it's still 10 kids.
Oh yeah. I've got 3 of our little. The 3 that we have together, we call them our littles. Got those 3 at home.
that's a huge Christmas shopping list.
Yeah. Well, I've got our older kids now are starting. We've got, I can't even keep track of them now. I think we just had our 3rd or 4th grandbaby. So the kids were joking and everything one day and everything, saying, hey, if we all have 10 kids, ha ha. All right, I gotta jump out here in a second.
Let's see. I'm close to it. It's an old one. Yeah, they won't. I'm almost to it. They won't let him in, obviously. Oh. Come on, come
Yeah, I
on.
was thinking that too. 10 kids, he probably wants to stay out and work as long as possible. Falls asleep in his car every now and then just to get some rest.
Yeah.
I mean, my youngest just moved out this year, so it's like no kids in the house. Yay.
Yeah. I'm probably like 2 years out from that. And then but then Marissa has 3 kids and she'll still have one that will be who had I think next year she's in high school and Max will be starting um uh Max will be in his junior year. She'll be a freshman, so it'll
No.
still be 2 more years.
Now, when are you guys getting married?
Well, we pushed it back because of the just because of the logistics of where we live. It's a real pain, dude. So it's not a set date yet. It's going to be summer, but we really screwed up by trying to push for summer of this year. But that was just gonna not work, and we were gonna have a lot of headaches next year with logistics for school. So probably summer of, to be honest, probably summer of 2024, because then Max will be done with school.
Okay, so 2 years.
Yes. A little, I mean, longer than we wanted and whatnot. But to be honest, Max will be out of school. That's huge. We'll only have her one kid left that has to finish. So I can be more accommodating to where I live too. Because it's not like we live, like, in terms of working, it's not like it's horrible if I have to if I had to work in Boulder or live in Boulder to work or live in Denver to work, because they're a half hour apart without traffic kind of thing. But or if you could, even with minor traffic, you just time it semi right. It's about a half hour, so it's not like it's too far, but it's just too far when we would have to figure out kids, and Max isn't going to have a car next year, and how does that work? Like, if he was going to have a car, but like he still has to do his whole year of driving with me before he can do it, because he's a year younger than like all of his friends. So he's 15. He turns 16 in August, or in September 2nd, I mean, and so he was right on that cutoff for school. He basically started with the older kids. Okay, here it is. I think this is it. Yeah, this is it. Can't believe I found it. I thought maybe it wasn't there. Here we go. Share screen. Chrome.
Perfect. Okay, here we go. We got Tony the Train in the house.
What the hell?
Making sure you're in full stop.
How's that?
That's hilarious.
And of course, the red light.
But there's another one where he's in the chicken suit and he runs up without the dinosaur. I don't know. The other one is hilarious too because he runs right up to the door. Let's see if
Well, speaking of kids, my son is about to be here, so I'm gonna have to hop off here.
yeah, I am too here soon, dude. I'm forgetting that it's a holiday weekend, so like people aren't on anyway.
Right.
It's a slow weekend. It probably could have even called it, but you know me, I try not to break the algorithm because I'm not trying to let them Facebook me.
Yeah.
They're not gonna
No,
be
no
able to
emojis.
they're
No
not gonna be
emojis.
able to Facebook me, dude. I've had it. You know, no more like I'm gonna keep the algorithm so that because the subscribes have been coming in and the likes, so obviously they're not mad, so it's all good.
Right. All right. Well, I'll see everybody on Thursday.
All right, later,
Bye.
Gary. What's up? Uh-oh, are you frozen?
Nope.
Maybe it's just me. So I gotta try. I'm gonna text my son, make sure it's cool, but I gotta try and make 22 minutes. Try and do the even 3 hour.
So has anybody gotten a shop and deliver with an actual food delivery as well as a stack?
For what?
I've got a DoorDash, and I just actually picked up a Cafe Yum and a Target shop and deliver.
Oh.
It's kind of weird. I'm not used to getting shop and delivers and everything stacked on top of another order.
I don't know. I thought that was kind of I guess if I had the answer, I thought that was already kind of a normal thing.
I mean, it's only 2 items though. So.
Yeah, I was gonna say that I thought that was kind of normal or whatever.
I know that they'll do multiple. Gosh, I haven't done Walmart orders from forever because out here they're no longer done on DoorDash, at least in the Portland area. I think you have to go to Woodburn before they start doing DoorDash, but it's like Spark and Point Pickup and all that stuff now.
Yeah, are you doing Spark too?
No, it's just because of it being Walmart. I got so burned out on Walmart orders. I was doing Walmart when they first launched, and in the Boise area, and when they were 45 minutes to an hour out, like past our pickup times, I just said screw it.
Yeah. Yeah, I get it.
And then
But
when the pandemic hit and everything, they stopped. They basically told us we couldn't even touch the groceries or anything when they were loading. And to me, I'm like, no, I want to load my stuff, not you.
right, and I guess like we already know how the game will go that eventually you know, the great pay or whatever will leave, but I was just wondering if you were doing it right now because most markets have good stories to tell about earnings right now with Spark. I mean, I
Oh
do
yeah,
have some other stories too, like Jason Terry with the Gig Economy podcast. He was doing Spark long before all these people who have now been talking about it. In fact, he's in Michigan, Grand Rapids, not the biggest market. I mean, it's a good size, but he was doing Spark like a year or ago almost or something when nobody was doing it. And then he watched his market burn out like almost immediately. He was like, "This is," he's like, "I'm killing it on Spark." Like 3 months later, he's like, "This sucks." And now, I mean, same old story. But now I've had people who are working Spark who work it for a while, and they're still saying it's good. I haven't done it either
yeah,
because I have a thing with Walmart myself, and but I mean, if the money's that good, you almost hate to miss it because it will be gone.
right. Yeah, I've got one of our kids and everything's actually doing Spark. I wish they would do more. I mean, they're kind of doing the bare minimum.
Yeah. Yeah. Um,
I gotta keep from screaming at cars.
Yo,
what's up?
what up?
What's up, Flex? Hey,
No, I'm
Flex.
about to have my
Hey,
little lunch here.
Hey, Flex. You know Mac, right?
Not sure. What's up, Mac? How you doing? No, not really.
Yeah, you
I
do.
can't.
I
I
think.
can't say that I
Hey,
do.
Flex. Yeah, I've actually been participating with Flex's live streams and stuff with my real name before, so he probably doesn't know me as Mac.
Oh, okay. Well, with your real name or ODD?
A real name. I wasn't on there as ODD then.
Okay, yeah.
Wait?
Don't say his real name.
I can put it in the private chat.
Fucking driving a fucking truck, right?
No.
No. Yeah,
He's-
put it in the chat. Let me see if I can recognize. Put it in the chat. I'm a toast.
It's been a while though since I've been on. I was frequenting your live streams through Discord actually.
Oh, he disappeared. Mac's good people though, dude. I've had.
Yeah, I don't remember that name, but yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a toast.
You saw it even in private chat.
Yeah. I was just looking
Yeah.
at the private chat. Yep.
Oh, but yeah, he's all over. He's a good guy. Hold on, I'm sending this out. So yeah, dude, I woke up tired today, and then I realized it was the holiday weekend. So I was like, I didn't, I could have called this off, but I'm just gonna make my 3 hours. I'm 15 minutes away, be done, and see if I can't make a barbecue. This morning it was cloudy, then it rained, then it hailed. It looks like it's about to kind of break a little. So
Is it still cold by you?
no, it was 80 yesterday, and it was even today, dude. It was hailing. It was like 70. I'm telling you, man, we get weird weather, really weird weather out here. But it's not like the East Coast where it sticks around usually for the entire day. So I mean, sometimes obviously, but like a storm passes over in an hour, and you're back to the sun and normally and whatnot. So yeah, dude, I think I figured out the what needed to happen is what the initial plan was. That I think that was and it wasn't a mistake. It was like live and learn. Like I was looking at the mess because I didn't clean anything up last night, and where I'd set up my stuff, and I had like 3 computers out, and there was a mic by my foot, and all this shit. And I'm like going, what the hell, man? And so like, yeah, I mean, we could use StreamYard if we wanted to, but to be honest, like, I think we need to do it on Podbean Live. Because if I use my correct mic, that sounds awesome on Podbean mine. I was just screwing around with other things, but really, if that's the focus, that's because then we could still always take the clips because Podbean creates that wave file. So I mean, I can always.
Did you look at the limit?
For what? For Podbean? Unlimited. I already know this from my account. Yeah, so.
Do you know why it ended yesterday?
Oh no, I have no idea. My only guess is that maybe somehow the mic, if the host mics, this is a weird thing. If the host mic's microphone turns off, it will end the stream.
And you were messing around with the microphone.
But it didn't. But the microphone I had doesn't. It's that old one that just USBs in. It doesn't have an on/off button. I was just moving it.
Well, by just no. By just moving the wire, if the USB is loose,
or kicking it by my foot.
Yeah, it could technically just like disconnect and reconnect real quick. But I don't think it will end your stream that quick. think it needs some kind of threshold before it heads to the stream.
Well, yeah, I don't know. And you were in there too. That should have also, if there's an admin in there, it should keep it open.
Mhm.
But I don't know why. Especially because when I started it, I sent you an email. It said, are you going to have a co-host? And I said yes, and I clicked you like I always do. So you should have had that ability to.
I was an admin. It said that
Right, but I even said before I hit start, I said yes, invite him as a co-host. So you should have you're an admin and a co-host. You should have had the. But I do know I've had that happen to me before when I'm doing a live stream, and like Ellie and I from Para were doing one. We were about an hour and a half in. Luckily, we were very close to done, so we were able to just call it and just put out a Facebook post to the group. But we had a good amount of people in there wanting to know about some things. This is back a bit with merchandising, and somehow my mic, it was this mic, and even just this switch right here, like if I go like this,
no sound. Yeah.
right, but you don't also see the mute thing by my name because my headset
It wouldn't show.
comes out of here.
It wouldn't show the mute on your mic.
Right. It doesn't. This mutes my mic, but it doesn't show it.
I know.
But so I'm saying, like, I did this even once on Podbean though. I flicked that. I had my hand on it. I toggled it down accidentally. It ended the stream.
Is it a physical switch or a touch?
It's a switch.
My microphone is a touch, and the LED goes red, indication that it's muted.
Yeah. Hey, Sensei, I think that isn't it back a little bit? I'm looking for it right now for you.
Driver Sensei.
That link. That
Driver Sensei. What kind of Johnny? What's up, bro? Is that a burrito? No. It's a fucking gyro, beef gyro. Sensei, what kind of drone do you have?
There it is, Sensei. That's what you're looking for.
Shortstack.com.
Give a thumbs up so I know you got it.
Who is that microphone thing?
No, it's like a way to for him to have like a wheel spinner on his site as like a widget.
Short stack. That's what. Okay.
Yeah.
That's for Streamlabs type of deal.
No, I think it's either standalone or here I've got it on the screen since. Where'd you send it? Right there, dude.
The shit didn't fill me up. I want another one.
I'll write it in case you're not seeing it, but
Just try to swap. Holy shit.
There's the link. I just put it underneath there for you. So what is this his drone? Oh wait, where is it? Here it is. So he's got the DJ Mini 2. Will it crash dead? Yeah.
New replacement of this week. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Just crappy weather, man. I'm about to go kick it with my son for a bit, I guess. Just kind of looking through. It's just slow, man. It's a holiday week. Is it slow working? I bet it's slow working, huh? No?
They stopped sending me orders, y'all. I'm on 187. They cut
Okay.
me off, basically. No, I need to drive somewhere.
Yeah, because I'm always thinking this is always like this and tomorrow are like big barbecue days. A lot of people barbecue, so
Did a bunch of shopping.
yeah. I didn't know if like it was a good day for delivery or not. I wondered if it was not because it's a barbecue weekend.
I just don't like that they stopped sending orders. Well, is there still peak pay? Till 5:30. Two months till 5:30. I mean, I don't know how that shouldn't affect the. Just hit 5 o'clock, so maybe they're about to start order. Yeah.
What is the what is this week?
I did a few Target orders yesterday.
You did? Oh. But for what? For DoorDash?
Yeah.
I think maybe he is doing DoorDash. Yeah, he is. He was doing DoorDash because I'm so used to doing Target on Shipped. In fact, that's all I do is Shipped. I don't pick up anything else. Although I did pick up some Office Max ones. I guess I'm just not willing to do other grocery stores.
Too many Subarus in the parking lot. I almost opened the wrong door. Dude, I've done that with my Camry, bro. I like not paying attention. I totally walked up to somebody else's fucking Camry, opened the door. Person was in the car. He's like, don't worry about it. It's all right, bro. I'm like, holy shit, I'm so sorry. And my car was like right in front of his car.
Dude, I'd be freaked if like you opened my car door. Oh no. That's it, guys. I'm toughing through the 6 minutes. I'm gonna make it because I'm gonna make it.
I'm back.
And so is he. Yeah. It's
I
the
totally
stream. It's the StreamYard shuffle.
Well, I leave. He comes back.
I'm just moving us all around, and
It's a domino effect.
So yes, you were talking about.
Target.
is he still there? Come on, Mac. Come on, Mac. It looks like you're hanging on. You're trying.
I'm back. I don't know what happened.
There he is.
I was trying to advance the screen. That's one of the drawbacks to running with two phones running the same account.
Oh my.
Come on.
Yeah, Steve, I'm not too loud, right?
No, not at all. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So Steve, have you checked out anything with the gig wrap stuff that I've trying to set up?
Wait, what now?
I'm totally blindsiding you. Trying to set up a wrap company that actually allows for us gig drivers and everything to put ads on our cars. Unlike the stupid sticker place, the sticker things and everything are worthless.
What, you mean like the Rapify?
Yeah, something like that. I don't know. The premise is, I don't know if you've ever remember the $1 Million website. There's a guy, Alex 2, I think is the guy's name. Anyway, he sold 1 million pixels on the website for $1 each. And basically there's a bunch of people that paid, some of them, there was a minimum buy of $100. And I was thinking of something like that, putting multiple ads and everything on a car.
Mac, the most important part cut out.
Well, I think he was saying that he's looking at trying to do that same kind of thing as like wrapping cars. Why not try it on the Dumpling app, man?
No, I mean actually having us, like for instance, wrapping my Subaru and then having sponsored ads. Basically, maybe like 2 or 3 titles that actually. There's
Nope, lost you. Lost you.
Yeah, Wilsonville.
I don't know what's happening, man. It's like as soon as you get to the good part, it like your voice goes away.
Well, oh man, I don't know. Like I said, must be the Wilsonville area.
You got a Will Smith 5G.
No, I got 5G. I got 3 bars in 5G. T-Mobile.
Oh yeah, I think that's what I got.
Well, yeah, we're did we lose him again? Yeah. So I'm 2 minutes and 4 seconds out from being done. I'm trying to do the flex thing and hit it exact on like an hour. I don't even know why. I don't know. Maybe it helps. Maybe it doesn't. I don't know.
Hey, it's fun. You just want to stay out. I know you do.
Yeah,
No, I don't, man. I want to make some dinner for my son and I. And because I was planning to barbecue, dude. I think I'm gonna still try it. It's just it's sketchy out a little. You know?
Barbecue? What do you mean sketchy? The weather?
Just yeah, it's got lightning, thunder look. You know, it's been raining and hailing all day. Oh, you haven't been in here. It's been raining and hailing on off all day.
That's why you gotta get one of those fucking drones to take it up high enough to see if it's you know.
Oh, I can see. I can see down. Like when Tony was talking about his weather, I could see down to Tony's house. I can see to the mountains. I can see 60 miles in every direction.
Dude, I want to build one of those, bro. I want to build one of those drones that you could take it up like fucking 10 miles or something.
Yeah. And then it crashes down.
I don't care. I'll build another one. They shouldn't be that expensive.
No, they shouldn't be, but actually they've come down a lot, to be honest. I mean, they were higher, much higher.
Yes, they were.
But,
especially the DJIs, they're like more like premium.
I'm in my last minutes here. Are you live streaming? After I get things going, I might pop over to you.
Yeah, I'm still live.
You're like, I'm live everywhere. Live here, there. Okay, man. I'm gonna make 3 hours. So okay, everybody. Thank you if you joined us. Appreciate it. Have a great weekend. And peace. Oh shit, I missed